And now, Negative 43 TV continues another broadcast day. Yes, we most certainly do. Right here, right now.
The views and opinions expressed in the media or comments on this channel are those of the speakers or authors and do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcaster, which is Negative 43 TV. Due to the social nature of this broadcasting channel, videos may contain content copyrighted by another entity or person.
Logie Berra is here. He's here right now. And I have no idea why I scheduled this show for 6:50. Old habits die hard, I suppose, but we're here right now for part 2 of the day here on Negative 43 TV.
This channel's owner claims no copyright to said content. The broadcaster of this channel cannot be held accountable for the copyrighted content.
Silicone is here. I'm glad you're here for it. And yeah, Red, like I just said, I screwed up. I was starting at 6:50 for forever, and I moved it up to 5:50 only recently, and that is the first time that the old habit has exposed itself. So sorry about the bum steer there, everybody.
The broadcaster of this channel is a messenger and sharer of information and strives to verify, but cannot warrant the accuracy of copyrights or completeness of the information on this channel. If you have a complaint about something or you find your content is being used incorrectly, please contact the broadcaster prior to making a copyright claim.
Please say hello to Escape Velocity, and I am very, very happy to hear that, Mr. Velocity. Don't forget, watch it repeatedly.
The infringement was not done on purpose and will be rectified to all parties' satisfaction.
It absolutely will. Send your emails to richbaritone@mail.com. Do it real soon. Maybe I'll even check the mail. And now, ladies and gentlemen,
just understand, man. Pray for me, bro. Real talk. Matter of fact, I'm going to pray right now. As much as I can. But Lord, please help me and give me the strength to be able to take on and handle all of this spiritual you-know-whats that they're sending at me. Please give me the strength to stand in your name. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of you-know-what. Right? Or you-know-what, and your staff, they comfort me.
Or you-know-what.
And just stick with me. Please, Lord Jesus Christ, stick with me through all of this. Through the temptation, through all of the evil that's coming at me. Please bring karma and justice and true righteousness to this situation.
I don't believe that the Christian God deals in karma. Negasonic middle-aged dickhead is here.
Please, as you have never left my side, continue to back me and support me in my cause for doing your work on this planet. Please support me and give me the resources I need. Please bring me people that are going to donate and support me financially. Please bring me the money and tools to do your work on this planet.
Okay, so noted. We were going to open up with my point of view as the only reality, and I understand he was quite ranty in that one, but if he's live, why, we're going to go live.
To make sure that I stop these people from child... Hold on.
But not before we say hi to John Cole, and we gotta let the prayer finish now, don't we? Let me see about this live stream.
God, please help my soul to be at peace. Please help me.
Okay, there it is.
Just be able to learn how to deal the best way possible and not allow evil, malicious energies to affect my peace, my state of mind. Please protect me. And I know that you are there with me. I know that you support everything that I am doing. in your name. Again, please help me, give me strength where I do not have it, to stand up to these oppressors, to these evil people, to this system. Again, please give me all the tools, resources, and people to back me in my effort to completely stop child and to protect the youth and to protect these people from everything that's going on that they're unaware of and cannot protect themselves from. Please help me and give me the strength, God, to push forward in the midst of confusion, in the midst of my anxiety, my frustration, and my not knowing what's going to happen to me next. Just continue to supply me with the faith I need to continue to hold on to you at all costs. And please guide me through this hell. All right? Please just continue to be there and just give me the strength I need to overcome what we all know is going on spiritually behind closed doors. You know, the wicked will never win. They lost the minute they were wicked. They lost the minute they were evil. And I just want to say that I love you, God. I love you, Jesus Christ. Thank you for providing me with the beautiful life that I have lived. Give me, you know, more and more time. Continue to make me immortal in your name and have me.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one of my favorite Australians. It's Stu. Yes, it is in fact a very tiny violin playing Nearer, My God, to Thee.
Know, not think, not doubt, but know that I am immortal and I am incomparable because I stand in the name of righteousness, in your name, in the name of Yahweh, in the name of God. I stand up to all of these evil people, all right, by myself, and I'm never by myself because you are with me. You and the millions of ancestors that support me, the voice.
Oh no, everybody. Seriously, it sounds like Nega's having a really, really bad day. We need to pep him up right here on Negative 43 TV's Saturday Madness.
I'm the voice of the voiceless. Just continue to give me the resilience and strength and just everything. Supply me with all the tools that I need to do this. Please help me to build this entire company business idea into a full-scale agency operation to truly stop all of these evil, wicked people's plans and plots for me and for our planet. Please help me to protect everyone here. And, you know, just give me the power. You know, truly, I need your power. I need your guidance, and I need you. I am aware I cannot do this by myself. It is too much for me to handle, and it takes a lot, but this is way too much for me.
I mean, this is just a total salad of spiritual beliefs. None of it makes any damn sense.
You know?
None of it goes together.
So I call out to your name, God, Jesus Christ, please, I am begging you to help me get through this. Help me save my life, please. Heal me. Help me. Give me the way. I know you will provide the way. Provide me a way for me to scale through this matrix, through every challenge and obstacle that it provides. And just give me the strength and resilience necessary. Clear the path for me as you have done. Continue to protect me. And just know that every step I take is divine. And in your name, amen.
I wouldn't know so much about that, Tyree. Hello again, Sneedville. I'm Rich Baritone, and this is Negative 43 TV Saturday Madness for Saturday. Of course it would be for Saturday, February 8th, 2025. You know, we're almost through winter. I like to believe that winter ends on March 1st. March 1st is the first day of spring to me, always has been. And I found out a few years ago that your local weatherman thinks that same way. That was just somewhat interesting. So I'll quit running my mouth about pretty much nothing. Yeah, I think we can all agree that that was nothing. It's time to bring up the curtain. And there he is. He's alive right now. We're going to be how far behind? about almost 18 minutes behind him right here. This is, of course, Tyree Sneed. I do this full time on negative 43 TV Saturday Madness. Boy, let's hope he's nice and wound up, all ranty and shit. Know what I mean? Here we go.
All right, what's up, people? So, like I said, I do this full time, baby. Right?
Yep.
Like I said, man, people know who I am, man. Everybody knows who I am.
You're that bum that's walking down the street every day dressed like a schizophrenic.
It was super cool. I had another Brownsville officer honking me today. That made me feel good. He was just saying hi. See, I like stuff like that.
Yeah, when I was growing up, when I started driving in the 70s, we all had those golf tee shaped locks on the inside of our cars. It was usually a pretty easy matter to, put like a coat hanger in there, hook it around there, and pull it open. And the thieves thought so too. Later on, I went ahead and went with the ones that you replace them with that had no top tee, shall we say?
You know what I mean? Like they like what I'm doing. I told you. So, I think word is traveling pretty fast out here about the Batman.
Oh, it's been traveling for a while. Everybody agrees. You out your mind. C4, thank you so very much for the kind words.
The bats of which I am, right? And that's good, man. That's what we need, bro. Truthfully, we need all the marketing and promotion we can get. And like I said, this business is just perfect because it travels through word of mouth. I mean, it don't get no better than what I'm doing, bro.
Oh, no.
Like I said, the money is up and down. It's kind of whatever, but like I said, I think I'm going to end up getting that bonus.
Now, it has been mentioned on this show that every time he walks beneath that bridge, or I imagine any other bridge, he turns the camera on. And I've also heard it suggested that maybe there's somebody hanging there that he's scared of. But that's, you can set your watch by that. If he's walking under the overpass, he's going to cam up. That's pretty much a 100 there, as you kids say.
Just trying to understand why, if people are against me and everybody's a catfish or whatever, and they're all not who they say they are, why would you have helped me with that? Because, like I said, I mean, nobody has a voice over here. They can't just talk random.
And that was a can of Pepsi Zero being thrown into my wastebasket. I call him Spiro because he is Spiro. It's a Spiro Agnew wastebasket from about 1969.
And feel like
I had the exact same basket when I was a kid. I promise you.
a part of the conversation. They got to make sense, right? And if not, well, then they just ain't part of nothing over here. A lot of people are upset because they don't have an opinion over here, and you can't be a part of my program. And there's no way to make that happen if you're not a part of it. So you're going to listen to me, and you're going to have to do what you're told.
All right. Dutchie's here, everybody. Please say what? Say aye.
Right? So at the end of the day, right, how do I put this?
How do you
Basically, long story short,
yes.
like I said, what I'm doing is working. I use my imagination.
He's saying that.
I put
He's using that phrase a lot. Everything what I'm doing is working. The cope is really picking up steam here.
Thing together, put it to work, and it wasn't my imagination. Like I said, this is my calling. And I'll be honest, man, it's hard to deal with society and their silly questions, man, because this is really who I am and what I do. It's not fake. So
you don't actually exist as a person. I'll not go through the Peter Sellers explanation again, but Tyree Sneed, the person Tyree Sneed, does not exist and hasn't existed for years.
I understand that the public is going to have their questions or whatever. I just think it's odd that all of you act like you don't get it, because that's why they're all a walking contradiction. It's contradictory to the society that you're in. And I'll explain further because I'm sure y'all have no clue what I'm saying or talking about as usual. But
as usual,
right. So I mean, the point is, you're in a society, right? I mean, you can't be this entitled, and expect to make it anywhere. See, that's the thing. Y'all think on here and in the world, y'all think doing well means, oh, you work a job. That's all y'all ever talk about is a job.
Yeah.
But like I said, the real wealth gurus and the people who really make real money like me and teach people how to really get wealthy and what wealth is. I mean, like I said, shout out to Styles for that. At least he was exactly right the other day when he said that, and he was telling them, y'all don't want to invest in stocks. I mean, that's where he gets it from. He watches me. They all watch me and admire me, and that's good. There's nothing wrong with that.
We all watch you and laugh out loud. We all watch you, treat you like a fictional character, and I just make you do what I want you to. I just showed you an excellent example of that earlier this afternoon.
But they look up to me whether they want to admit it or not. It's fine. I get it. But he looks up to me. That's the truth. Like all of them. It's all a form of admiration. And clearly he cares about my validation. My whole deal is if you're trying to get my validation, I mean, you need to go about it totally differently. That's all. You know what I mean? I'll give you the validation you're seeking. You know what I mean? I'll tell you can rap when you can rap. But like I said, you were spitting in the 90s, and then I don't know what happened.
Who knows what goes through your head? It's smoke 'em if you got 'em time, kids. First one for this show. And I got to tell you, I took a nap between shows. Guess what you don't do when you're in your mid-20s? Assuming, of course, that you haven't absolutely drank yourself blind in an hour and a half, generally, you're not going to take a nap in the middle of the afternoon, right in the middle of party. In the middle of the party, even. Weird like that.
You change your style up or something?
Function of age and all of that.
And it just all went to hell. I'm just going to keep it real with you. Other than that, he told them the truth. He said, y'all don't want to invest. Y'all ain't worried about investing in stocks or nothing like that. Y'all ain't trying to build basically like residual income.
Whatever the hell you're talking about, Nega, that's great news. Nega got his car unlocked, listeners. He got his car unlocked. That's a relief even to me. It's a relief.
And he even said it himself. He said what I've been saying. Where do you think he got it from? He doesn't know these things. They all listen to me and they hear what I say. But they know I know what I'm talking about. Like I said, wealth is not cash, man. It never has been. Wealth is equity. When prison...
Wealth, bottom line. To me, bottom line, wealth is cash. I know that there are a lot of other parameters and other considerations that go into being rich. I just want the greenback dollars, know what I mean, Vern?
And jails hold you.
You can keep the fame. Thank you very much. And believe me when I say, it kept the fame and the money. It just works out that way sometimes.
Well, really, prisons, they want equity. That's what Max B was talking about on that interview. They want equity. That's why he was saying Jim Jones was a liar, because he is the false prophet, just like the name he used. That's why
You think Jim Jones was a liar? Really? Jesus God, you don't know where he's gonna go, do you?
The rappers have names of false prophets and all sorts of demonic stuff, because what do you think the music industry is? I'm not a part of the music industry. We built our own. I built my own. So again, all of these people are the enemy. They chose that. It could have just been different people doing business, but see, they're doing a bunch of dark stuff over there, and we're doing everything right. You see what I'm saying? That's why people can't stop people from being on my side. Like I said, all the police, they're going to be on my side, if they're good people, because they see what I do and they like it. You know what I mean? And like anybody real who's being real with themselves is going to see the obvious, that like, man, that's a good dude. You know what I mean? And what he's doing is honestly necessary. And he's standing up for himself and everybody else.
So let's play a little game. Look out of your window and tell me what you see. What I see right now is it's almost dark. We had an ice storm complete with thunder and lightning. Very, very strange. And now there's a fog lifting up on the empty field that is directly across from the parking lot of where I live. It's kind of a spooky Wolfbane werewolf Dracula kind of night out there.
And that's all this is about. I don't do nothing extra. I just be myself, you know? So it's like
Snow. It yeah, we had the same thing the other night. Not freezing rain, but light snow. We had thunder and lightning. Weird what happens when a warmer air mass and a colder air mass collide, but that's just weird to me.
I'm just saying, man, I mean, you know, in this society, like
I
I
mean, this time of year.
said, it tends to go back to the so-called women. This is a new thing that I'm doing. Don't think I've always talked like this. See, that's the thing. I don't understand why so-called women try to label you so quickly. Because that'll be the first thing they said. Like, I was talking to one and I heard him say, it was so funny to me. And they said, you have very strong beliefs on women or something like that. See,
During the period that I went to school, we probably would have made Adam's Family / Munsters jokes about that.
there you go again, lying.
And I'm sure a whole bunch of kids would have been just freaked the hell out.
That's a bold-faced lie. You're trying to speak for me and take everything of which I'm saying because you can't hear and listen.
Okay, everybody that's all snowed in and iced in, Stu says, damn, I need to mow the lawn looking out of my window. Good Lord in heaven, how jealous I am. I am, in fact, as green as your lawn. Negative 43 TV.
Because you can't get over yourself, honey. Right? This is what the world and all of them need to hear. So you're sitting there saying, yeah, you have a strong view on, what does that even mean? A strong view on women. Listen to the entitlement. Oh, that's like a queen talking, like, and they're not queens, like they're nobodies, like they're all broke, but they want to tell me about money. That's crazy. All of them. I ain't never met so-called women with money. I don't know what y'all talking about.
One time, had to be 35, 40 years ago, a buddy of mine and myself snuck into a very, very large cemetery in Columbus, Ohio, and just wandered about 12:30 at night, drunk off our asses, yet respectful, very careful not to, walk on the graves. We were going through setting headstones up the very old cemetery. And we stumbled, I remember this, we stumbled into a plot that was pretty much 100% children that died during an influenza epidemic in 1913. I promise you, if we saw one gravestone for a child under 12, we saw 50. It was heartbreaking. I wasn't quite so messed up anymore after that. And the fact that I backed into a tree branch, that sobered me up real quick too. Talk about shit in your pants. Negative 43 TV.
And they'll be like that, like talking to me. Oh, that's a strong opinion you have. Like, commoner, like, do you realize that I'm the royalty here? Do you understand how wealthy I actually am and that nobody could come close, especially when it comes to financial bank records?
We do exactly know how wealthy you are. You're not worth shit. And those bank records that you keep bringing it up and bringing it up and bringing it up. Every time you bring them up, it's in an attachment with the word had. I guess what I'm saying here is shut the fuck up.
Like I said, we could have a sit-down meeting with anyone. I'll show you the receipt. Ain't nobody ever come close to me and never will, because God produces my budget. That's what you don't get.
That's why you're broke. Okay.
I don't worry about money because I don't have to. When
Thou hath been forsaken. Negative 43 TV Saturday Madness.
have a wife and I find a real girlfriend and a wife, she's going to be someone who has belief in me. You know what I mean? And, hopefully we'll believe in God. And I'm sure more so than not will, but I also don't want like one of them, like people that are, too religious. You know, I don't want that because, you know, see, these people want to act now like I'm someone.
Wait a minute. Too religious? I thought you sat at the right hand of God, as you would put it yourself. And a woman can be too religious for you? I guess what he's afraid of. If a woman is too religious, she won't be slutty enough.
Totally different than who I am. No, I just know what's real. You understand? Like I said it a long time ago, I said, if something proved itself to me, I would believe in it. It's not my belief system, it's the truth. God is real. I mean, there's not a doubt in my mind anymore. You know, and like I said, I used to be the guy that kind of taught, not otherwise, but I taught a different philosophy.
Taught?
And, I mean, for me to tell you that, that's a pretty big deal, right?
I taught a different philosophy. Oh, my goodness gracious. Let's just go on, shall we? You know, I really wish there was something going on screen for your benefit as well as mine. These are visually boring and have been for a while.
So that's the truth. You know, I didn't come to God because I was running from anyone or anything. I mean,
that's exactly why you came to God. And you never really came to God. You just saw an opportunity to A, get out of town, and B, eat. That's all you saw in it. Oh, yeah, the cot. Let's never forget the cot, everybody.
I mean, I run the street. I came to God because he wouldn't let go of me. He said, I'm going to utilize you, and you have way too much value, and I'm not going to let them do this to you and let go of you. I want to utilize you and use you, you know, for my purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why every breath I breathe, I just try to do God's will, you know, and it is what it is, you know. I mean, that's my whole thing. I don't understand why women, so-called women, are so judgmental, because your words make no sense.
So-called women, meaning the women that will not have sex with Tyree Sneed, which means every woman on the face of the earth.
They'll say everything. They'll say, oh, you sound sad. I mean, what does that even mean? Maybe I'm just tired. I mean, oh, you're tired. You should do this. Who are you to tell me what I should do? Do you see what I'm saying? It's the common thing. So-called women think that their opinion trumps everyone else. But yet, in reality, if we walk outside and look at the world, they're all poor.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ashes 611 Asterisk is here right now. If you were here earlier, or if you weren't here earlier for the movie, we all went to the Ashes Theater to watch the premiere of Interview with a Nimble Fuck. It's true.
And they don't even know how to pick a man with money, which is absolutely ridiculous. Because if I was a girl, I'm just being real, I could get so much farther in this world because I'm not kissing up to myself and telling myself delusion. You want to know what I would do if I was a woman? First of all, I wouldn't be running around crazy like y'all, making no sense.
Okay, he's going to start talking about, I think I had some foreshadowing on this, that he's going to start talking about what he would do if he was a woman. He's starting to bust out there a little bit, just a little bit more every day, and you're welcome, Ashes.
I wouldn't have a whole bunch of partners and stuff. I'd have one dude that I deal with. I'm just going to keep it real with you. I'll tell you what, if I was a girl, Beyonce sings it, why can't I?
Here we go.
I'll make a remix. If I was a girl, I'm just speaking logically. I don't care how you feel about it. It's the truth. It needs to be said. If I was a chick, right, I'd get me one good dude that was actually a man, and that's hard to find. So see, then I would have to sift through all the rock to find the diamond and jewel in the rough. Like I said, to me, in my opinion, all roads lead to
reading for the listeners. C4 says, okay, Twink.
Tyree, right? That's the truth, because I'm actually smart. So what does that say about you? See, they always have something that's not positive to say, but what I'm responding with reality, they don't have.
Please welcome Mr. Metal Skull to the show. How have you been doing?
Nothing to say. I'll drop the link right now. Anybody can come up here and respond to me. These people ain't got nothing to say to me, homie. You can't be serious, man. Y'all run your mouth. You're talking to the guy who is the money. How you going to talk to me about money like I didn't invent it? Bro, I roll with God. We created everything here. We created you. This is what you're not paying attention to. I'm the creator, man. I manifest, bro.
I'm the creator. I manifest, bro. No, there's nothing about that statement that would indicate to me that you should be ensnared in a butterfly net as soon as possible.
Still acting like this world ain't mine. This world belongs to me. All the money in it. See, you need to change your point of view. You ain't looking at things right. See, that's why if you're looking at money, that means that they're keeping your spirit and your soul trapped in the physical plane. We're not physical beings, smart one. We're like car batteries. We're made off electricity. If you start studying, you'll start figuring out reality.
We're like car batteries were made out of electricity. No.
The physical paradigm really doesn't exist. It's to keep you dumbed down. So you ain't saying nothing. Ladies, you see the point?
Anybody? Anybody see the point of what we just heard? You're saying no. I can't hear it, but you're saying, some of you are saying no. Some of you are saying hell no. Like, why? Some of you are even saying, fuck no.
They want to talk like they decide something, but you don't have the education and intellect. I was smarter than all the girls when I was younger in school, and they were all jealous of me then too. Matter of fact, there was one named Jen.
Oh, we got one here to read for the listeners from Mr. Metal Skull. And what did he say? He says, Sneed getting a tattoo on his chin that says 20 and one on his lower back that says 50. It saves time. Know what I'm saying?
And she formed what she called a hate tie club.
That's just...
for real.
You bet it's for real. Quite the comment.
I swear to you, I'm not even playing. I don't know why I bring it out of women like that. And it's like, obviously, I mean, they must like me or something and be crushing on me to do that, I guess. But, I mean, a lot of it is just unmitigated envy and jealousy. I mean, literally, I'm talking every girl in my English class, oh, they despised me. They couldn't stand me because I was too smart.
They couldn't stand you because you were an introverted little awkward dweeb. That movie that I keep talking about that we watched earlier today proves that if you have that much game now, how much could you have possibly had when you were in high school or middle school? I say none.
Like, it's not my fault I'm a genius. I'm smart as hell. Like, what the hell? I'm just being myself. And she formed that club. Her name was Jenna. She was a blonde chick. She formed that club, and I was like in this was like at Cedar Creek Elementary, bro. I was in elementary school. People don't understand. I've been going through this for a long time. Well, I'm gonna respond. It's unfair and it's not right.
It's how shit rolls, baby. Everybody has had their red-haired girl. Peanuts reference.
You know, that's the whole point. Like I said, they don't
red-headed girl. I'm sorry.
Don't want guys that are,
but it's still a Peanuts reference.
Smart. They don't want guys that are whatever equipped. They don't want guys that are with it. They don't want guys that shine or are good looking. Nope. Too much for your insecurities, right? I'm just telling you the truth, man. Maybe I'm just the first one to actually speak on it that has the courage to say how I really feel about it. You ever think of that? Maybe that's why this society is so busy trying to shame us.
Oh, you making me giggle, B.
Right, and silence us. Right, isn't that petty? That's so-called women for you. I mean, fact is, I'm going to heaven. I got God with me. Can you all say the same? Before you judge me, are you really in a position to give advice, sister, when you broke and own nothing, and I own more wealth than Elon Musk?
You do not. And, of course, the obvious advice to any women would be to stay the fuck away from this guy. Now, you'll notice that there's nobody on the streets crazy enough to fuck you. And we got so much crazy on the streets. Why? You just wouldn't believe it. Crackheads that sell head for $10 are walking by you.
The illusion. Sorry, Elon Musk is actually completely broke. Can't afford a hot dog. Let's get
Hey man, you looking for a deal? Oh, fuck, never mind.
real with ourselves. That's the truth. And like I said, you live in a paradigm that is fueled by so-called women and their delusion. It doesn't exist. Do you see what I'm saying? So like I said, how silly do you look?
We live in an ideal of, oh God, fuck, I'm not even going to try to define
Like
that.
I told you, that's why I don't really deal with so-called women. Because you're in a world where the choice should be obvious. It's like back in the day when I used to have like over $250,000, over $300,000 in the bank, and I walked into a club, right? And yeah, I'd go to clubs, you know, all the time, especially in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know, I've dated dancers and stuff like that. But
you're right. He is a co-worker now, but that would actually make it a break-even situation if ever there was a rockhead desperate enough to get $10 to blow Tyree's need and his now famous meat Cheeto. I don't see it happening.
Clearly, all that, right? Because they're usually the best looking. However, the mental criteria, the intelligence level.
Now, he did admit that he would blow guys behind an Arby's for $20, no butt play. That's where the Arby's reference came from. That was an actual message that was put out there. He will, in fact, blow you if you have the cash.
Well, yeah, not so much, right?
We're always keeping it classy here on Negative 43 TV.
Which, you know, Tyree was young. Tyree doesn't really care. He's just caught up in the fact of how they look, right? Common sense. So, you know, my whole deal is, I mean, trust me, what I'm talking about is like tried and tested. Like, this is not just me talking.
Downrange arrives with a Trailer Park Boys reference. You can never go wrong.
I'm talking from experience. I know what I'm saying is true. You feel me? And like I said, I mean, if you worked in a club and I walk in there and I'm filthy rich with cash, I mean, you got over 300,000 in the bank, you rich. Right? And especially if you smart.
You're not rich. With $300,000, you are perhaps on your way if you're doing the right things to get the $300,000. But since it was handed to you on a silver platter and you blew it out your ass like so much vaporous shit, yeah, just shut up. Or again, or don't.
Smart and intellectual and know how to use it and know what you're doing, right? And you're young. I mean, much less. You can't go wrong. So if I walk into the club, that's why the narcs would be all over me if they were smart. I give one thing to Roxy Rocho. At least she was fairly clever, fairly smart to see, yeah, I got to get this guy. You know what I mean? She wasn't that smart because all she would do is drink, and she wasn't able to take anything from me. And I mean, I know she genuinely liked me. I don't think she really was trying to take something with me, but
wasn't it Roxy that bought the family ranch?
I actually broke up with her, and when I left her, she went crazy, and the mask came off because she's a narcissist. And I saw her like speeding down the street, full speed, with her daughter in the truck, mind you, because like I said, they never care about anyone but themselves. It's just sad, man. You know, and like I said, that whole situation was sad, man, because everybody was being genuine except her.
I agree, Red Screen. I mean, what the hell? We're talking about a guy that masturbated with a cheeseburger in the bathroom at the fast food restaurant that he was working at while he was on shift. What a twisted fuck.
And she was just so toxic.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah.
That she was feeding.
You twisted up bastard, you.
Everybody around me and her lies. And, you know, honestly, quite frankly, raising her kids wrong. You know, and I mean, there was inferences of things she was saying that a bunch of sick stuff was going on with her because she was a narc. And you know what narcs do. All you got to do is study it, discuss it.
I mean, he's not even a lolcow because you can't find any humor in anything he says or does, I guess.
Right? That's reality. The trend nowadays is what these narcs are doing is they're taking over the...
Oh, yeah. I helped get him fired with the video. I certainly did. I believe that was a little bit of Hello Fellow Haters handiwork.
Internet. right? Just like populations of people take over these areas everywhere, right? And they take over the internet, and their whole mission is to project their issues onto innocent people like me and you, something that is not going to happen anymore. And I'm exposing all of you, and you're going to go to prison, right? And they tell on themselves. Well, they're trying to project their nonsense onto you that they're doing. And
oh, you mean like what you're doing right now, or what you were doing at this time? We're going to go ahead and drop the curtain. We're going to still be here. It's not the end of the show, but it's almost the end of I do this full time.
what their problem. Like, dude, you got to go find something to do. Some people you just can't do that with. If you do that and you run around the internet like y'all do, you come across the wrong guy. I'm that guy. And then all of a sudden, now you're part of a federal case, and you've got feds and FBI investigating you actively, like happening right now. Common sense, it's in the reading, right? I just know it's happening. It's common sense. And now you're all going to go to prison for what you're doing because, oh, you wanted to try to project your issues onto an innocent guy, being me, right? I'll be back.
And that is that for this one right here. That was our first feature here on Saturday Madness. I do this full time. He certainly does. He's so proud of walking around in circles looking like an absolute lunatic. 29 minutes after the hour here on Negative 43 TV. I am, in fact, Rich Baritone. So now we're going to bring up what we were all here for to start with. Greetings from Toronto from Mr. Smith. Thank you so very much. I'm assuming that it's icy, snowing, and freezing cold where you're at because the weather just seems to suck just about everywhere right now. So let me click on live so I can get to what I really want to get to. I don't want shorts. Damn you, I don't want shorts. There we go. All right, what we are going to watch right now, gonna bring it up right now, kids. My point of view is the only reality, and this will be our big feature here this evening on Negative 43 TV. Oh, I'm getting some weirdness going on here. Let me go ahead and hit the memory cleaner. Betsy's hanging in there pretty darn good so far, but it's doing some spontaneous things right now that it just should not be doing. Thank God for curtains, huh? Negative 43 TV, Saturday Madness, Rich Baritone, struggling along, but by golly, I am here. Come on now, you're quit messing with me, please. Stylist Ninja is here. Please warmly welcome as I begin to hope against hope that something positive is going to come out of this entire thing. So, okay, let me do this. Right now I'm opening a new tab. Yep, the intriguing behind the scenes stuff with Rich Baritone, and this is not at all what you're here for. I'm going to try to remedy that for you right now. Please hang in there with me. Dear God, don't go anywhere. I'm so desperate for an audience, let alone semi-human contact. That is a very, very important thing when you get to my age. Okay. What in the absolute hell is going on? There we go. The real Tyrese Need is walking Mardi Gras. We may stick our heads in there on that in a little bit. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, it looks like everything is, in fact, going to cooperate for me. So this should only be a minute, and we'll be getting back to the kind of Tyrese Need-based entertainment that you tune into Negative 43 TV for on a consistent basis. Here we go. Street ball is my job, the bill collector. Okay, let me see here. We're back to his page, and it almost looks normal. I say almost. All right, now let me do what I need to do. I hope. Yes, Rich Baritone dancing a very precarious dance with his browser here on this Saturday night and trying to be entertaining about it And at this point, I'd say I'm probably failing miserably. So let me hit stop screen. I have done that. Now let's hit present. We're going to share a screen. That's what we're going to do. Oh, okay. Let me go with this one here. Yep, that's the one I wanted. All right, good guess there, baby. There it is for your entertainment and your benefit. Well, you'll get no benefit out of this, but it's there for your entertainment. Here we go with my point of view as the only reality here on Saturday Madness. And from what I understand, he's going to rant quite a bit for us here. Let's click on that. Click on that video. See what happens. Okay, here we go. 1 hour and 9 minutes of nuts. Negative 43 TV. Come on now. Well, obviously this video got off to a rip-roaring start, so it's time to grab the slider of destiny and let's all look for the circle of mouth now. And be careful, I do get white flashes here, and if you're epileptic or light sensitive, seriously, you may just want to look away for a second. So here we go. There's 2 flashes already. My eyes hurt. Okay, 1 minute and 18 seconds into this thing, I see, as well as you do, I see the circle of mouth.
I see nothing but news stories, and I see so-called women, again, saying things that aren't true and make absolutely no coherent sense. You have to understand things I'm saying.
Well, he's not afraid of peeing. He just doesn't want it forced on him.
Have to be said. There is no choice in the matter. Right? We're way past that point. Okay? As a society, which again, I'm not a part of your society. I just comment and give you all advice because you're doing everything wrong.
Working on technique in there, Mr. Metal Skull. Enjoyed that one as much as I did. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed International Stanley. We call him Nick. Good evening, sir.
All right. So again, first thing I want to address, man, when I talk to people, can you please miss me with the projection and the fake stuff? I mean, let's get real here, man. I'm the most handsome man ever created. I mean, I am beautiful. Okay. I mean, I'm gorgeous. Okay. And you could take one look at my channel and see me on camera or whatever, and you can see that I am beautiful.
Mr. Metal Skull says, I'll read this for the listeners, Sneed gets a penis tattooed on his chest in 2025. You forgot the word squirting.
And, you know, I'm just a grown man, and I don't play these games. Reality is reality. I don't know why people, and like I said, it's always so-called women who don't have anything positive to say. I don't know why it's always people, right, who you can tell that in the looks department, okay, they're not exactly me, right? So they always have something to say, and then they get online and they try to project.
They have something to say because you're just a nasty fucking person in pretty much every way imaginable, and they get online and say what they say because what they're saying is true. Negative 43 TV, 37 minutes after the hour.
Because the first thing they notice is, wow, he's extremely good looking. You understand? No, the things that you say don't dictate my reality. You're more than entitled to say your nonsense, but it's not even your opinion. You see what I'm saying? And this is just stuff you go through on.
So somebody says something to you and you can look at them and say, well, that's not your opinion. What do you mean? Damn. I mean, these are the kind of things that we listen to Tyrese Need for.
Right. And that's why, because it's not face to face and it's not real. Right. So if the first thing, this is the thing that y'all should learn with people, and something I've learned, and a lot of it, again, online on the internet. It's a real thing that you can use in reality that's really useful.
Oh, Nig, I mean, men do not refer to themselves as beautiful or gorgeous or pretty, let alone handsome. Things like that are not for, that person to say. It's for other people to say. And he says them because no one else ever does. Please welcome Sticky TT6 to the show.
When you meet someone, okay, I don't care if it's online or off, and the first thing out their mouth is not positive, there's something wrong with them.
No, there's something wrong with you. Even when you're on a day off, as you like to put it, you look scroungy. 3/4 of the time, your hair does not seem to be in a combed state. We have had it described to us very recently that you just kind of smell like a locker room, I suppose would be a good way to put it. Women have nothing positive to say about you because there is nothing positive to say about you. Your personality sucks. You're potentially violent toward them, women and old folks. Remember that. You're stupid. You cannot have a conversation that is based in reality in any way, shape, or form. You're just basically repellent, but you didn't need me to tell you that. Why, sure, you needed me to tell you that, Tyree. You need to hear it as often as possible.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it
There's
does.
a lot of narcissists in this world, people. And I've noticed that that's the first thing they do, especially online, because they're hiding so they can get away with whatever they want, right? Pretty much, And that's what they'll do. They'll say something way out of.
All right, everybody. Sticky TT6 will be going live tonight. You probably ought to be there. I would, except when I get done here, I need to spend some time with Mrs. Baritone. It's Saturday night, for God's sakes. Negative 43 TV.
Left field, tell on themselves who they are and what they're about and what they're doing, right? And that's just what people do online nowadays. I just need you to understand. You can say whatever to me. I really don't care. But trust me, I know reality. And I am extremely good looking. I'm handsome as.
Here's an exchange that I have to read for the listeners. It starts with Sticky TT6. I stabbed myself in the thumb with a knife today, kitchen knife today. Am I gonna be okay? And C4 gives him some good advice when she tells him to put meth on it.
I mean, that's not up for debate. Sorry. You understand? So if anybody ever tries to say otherwise, it's because they're jealous. It's because they see the channel and they wish that they could do what I do. This is reality, not an opinion. See, these people, it's all so-called women, they want to get on here. They want to fake laugh like they always do.
All right, he's my friend. I know he's your friend. It's Sheriff Gonzat, right here on Negative 43 TV, live in the Negative 43 TV studio.
Like, oh, bless his little heart, right? Like something's not real. Well, what's not real? I mean, God made me in his image, right? I mean, if anything, I look like Jesus himself. Let's get real. I mean, I really do. I mean, I look beautiful.
Boy, he's just veered off there, hasn't he? We were just talking about the whole beautiful thing. So let's see. It says if I pull this thing up, I could creep a log. And maybe I can get it right and we can enjoy this doozy one more time. Okay. All right. Hopefully I didn't fuck this one up. I don't think so. Maybe I did. Yes, reality, I certainly did. Anyway.
You feel me? Because I'm what you call a grown man. Right? So, like I said, if that's the first thing they say out their mouth is like, oh, you're scary. Well,
okay, this tells me that this recently happened. Somebody told him that he was scary. And for somebody that always brags about being scary, a woman told him that he was scary, apparently, and he didn't seem to care for that all that much. Crazy Horse is here. Crazy Horse is, in fact, here.
Well, maybe to you because you're clearly a villain. You understand? I mean, if that's your first reaction is fear. I mean, right there, you're a narc. I'll never get along with a narc. I'm an empath. If you're a narc, meaning a narcissist, 9 times out of 10, we ain't going to get along. You might like me because I'm attractive, You might think that you can take advantage of me and find out, like everybody has, that nobody can, and I'm the boss and I'm in charge always and I'm an actual gangster.
You're not a gangster. You're in charge of nothing. You can barely control your bowels at this point. I would imagine, ladies and gentlemen, it's Banana Bear Jubiz. You, of course, know him as Skip Shooter, or better yet, just Skip. Good evening, sir.
Right. But this business of trying to say fake put downs to a real man, which is what everybody, I mean, any guy should strive to be like me, identical to me, look like me, act like me, talk like me. And I mean down to the way my teeth are and everything. Yes, because I'm a real man. And that's what comes with being in the street. That's what comes with going through things. Right. And everything
You're a mentally ill transient, except for the fact that you don't move unless fear motivates you to do so.
went through was brave stuff. You feel me? And it's on camera, some of it. So my whole deal is reality is just reality. It ends there. And that's it. I'm the brick wall. Nothing gets through me.
Oh, everything gets through you. Everything gets to you. Who are you trying to convince? You're trying to convince yourself. That's what's going on. Stu is making some food. Boy, we eat good over here in Sneedville, don't we? And Sticky TT6 has sent you loads of proof that that is exactly what is going on here. We love our listeners here, Sticky. You keep it tuned to Negative 43 TV. After all, in presentation, this is closer to radio than it will ever be to television, but I know I'm not on the radio, unlike some schizophrenic madmen around here.
I don't care what people type. I don't care what people say. I'm going to make this clear one more time. The person that continues to email me claiming that you're this catfish Christina, whatever, stop contacting me like I've asked you now numerous times. You're going to go to prison, okay? There's no reason for you to contact me because you were, by law, asked to come talk direct and show who you are. You have failed to do so. There's no reason for you to be in my email, in my inbox. You know that's illegal, right? And you got the name there says bat and then shows your problem again, right? And when you trolls are telling on each other, that's not smart at all.
Oh, yeah, Skip. Sounds like you're eating light and eating right.
Because if that's the truth and there's individuals that are part of this federal case and on YouTube or are jealous of me and they're behind that, nothing happened. Again, you didn't get me to believe in anything, right? I will never compromise myself again for anybody, right? Unless it's a girl that I really truly love because I know them.
You don't know what love is. You wouldn't know what love was if it raped you. Let me rephrase that. No, never mind. I'll let it stand. Septum is here, I believe, a very first time here in town. And yes, he did, in fact, find out about Christina.
You feel what I'm saying? Oh, I'll do that all day. I'll stand up for them and embarrass the hell out of myself or whatever. I don't care. I don't. Not if.
Oh, I can't wait. Catfish Tina can't go away fast enough. Yeah. Just my opinion for myself, but I change it up or leave.
If I really cares about somebody and love someone and have somebody that cares about me. But for somebody that I've never met and has made tons of remarks, and I'm looking when you emailing me and it's saying some weird stuff with my name there that clearly you put there and you're projecting because that's you. Yeah, I don't have time.
Oh, you've got time. You've got all the time in the world. You can't help yourself. You're compelled to read it. That's why you keep getting them there, dummy. This Simp Gimp, this is from earlier today. It was live. It's no longer live. This one here is from about 3 hours ago. It says so right there.
We've established that it was all fake. You've been given every opportunity to talk here. I mean, it don't take this long. You feel me? You're not busy. You're not getting this.
Yeah, I mean, if you wrapped him so totally around your finger and then did nothing about it, you should be able to create another character and do the same thing. Well, hopefully not, but you get what I'm saying.
Settlement, all that stuff was fake. And at the end of the day, the things that you're saying, they still don't make sense.
Yeah, for right now, yes, that's why his comments are off.
Because again, I got on the phone with this person. I know that they're a real person, and I know
he's going back and forth, Connie. Sometimes it sounds like he is, and then sometimes it sounds like he's not, and then it sounds like he's trying to do both at the same time. It's pretty bizarre. Yes, yeah, more questionable magic.
know they're a woman. You understand? And whoever it is going to go to prison. It's just that simple. Because, like I said, you've asked me for personal information. You're clearly malicious. And that's it.
Well, it could be.
Like I said, it's not hard for somebody to come here and talk. Nobody is that busy.
It is excessively difficult, bordering on impossible for most of us to get on a panel with you and talk to you. You know this. You know why that is so. And yet you act like everybody's afraid of you. See, y'all won't come up talk. Unblock me. Unblock me. Oh boy, can we talk? I've got some questions for you. I've got some outright statements for you. Yeah. Unblock me, baby. It'll be the biggest show you've had in eons.
Thing going on. Like I said, you would time when you talk. I go live.
How long would I make it? Less than 5 seconds. I know reality, unlike him.
And I've noticed that, like, you act like I'm like you. I pick up on everything. I see through y'all's games. So again, what was the purpose of going to my inbox and committing 8,000 felonies? Literally, I mean, I've got thousands.
There were no felonies committed in that inbox, and the whole idea of doing it is the result that they're getting from it right now. You losing your mud inside your pants on a live stream, playing right into it. Boy, you dumb.
I'm talking millions of emails from these same individuals who are completely incoherent. You don't
Were any of them pictures of shit in toilets? I'm just curious.
think that's uncomfortable? Okay,
No.
I have begged and pleaded and asked people to do their job for decades. They refuse to.
It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. I thought your toughness was like impregnable. There's a word I don't use every day. Thank God.
That's not normal, man. I should be able to use my email. It's not my responsibility or job to help or to tell anyone. No, it's not. I'm a public figure. You have the channel, and I would never talk to people.
You are a public figure only in so much as you have a YouTube channel. This does not necessarily qualify you to be a public figure. What it does qualify you for is, again, your performances being critiqued, just as we're doing right here, right now, negative 43 TV. And if you suck, people have a right to tell you, you suck. Oh my God, you suck. You suck and you bite at the same time. It hurts.
Who ain't on my side. I would never go run to people
Bullet, don't chew it.
who are corrupt. This is why I do what I do and stand up against corruption, to pretend that they're going to do something about a situation that, let me say this loud and clear for the public. You were given their legal names. You have no excuse, and you refused to do your job. You need to resign, quit, right? And when this federal lawsuit, right, is filed, I'm suing both departments, okay? And everybody's going to lose their job and go to prison.
You know, as agitated as he is right here, right now, I'm surprised this thing's still up. I'm really surprised this thing's still up. And you want to know how you're going to know if Tyrese Need is in here right now? This will be deleted within the next 10 minutes if he is.
Because you sat here and you let all these antics and crazy stuff go
Antics
on, and every one of these individuals is clinically insane. It's an easy win lawsuit, okay? The departments will probably have to pay me millions of dollars.
It's simply not happening. This portion of our program is brought to you by Evil Prick.
Google and YouTube will have to pay me billions of dollars, maybe trillions, okay? I mean, Like I said, people don't understand. What I can't control, I give it to God. I ain't worried about a thing. I have nothing to lose. I let go and I have faith. I believe in God. I don't have any drama in my life. I never will. I refuse to.
You don't have any drama in your life. Your daily survival would have to be very dramatic, even off camera. Being on the edge of actual starvation is a pretty dramatic state of life.
I'm going to have peace and love and tranquility, and I'm going to help people, right?
None of which is actually going to happen. Negative 43 TV Saturday Madness, 53 minutes after the hour, 7 minutes until the top of the hour.
And I'm even going to help people, whether I think they're corrupt or not. I'm going to help everybody, because that's what I'm here to do on this planet, is help people. It is not my fault that you people have dropped the ball. It is not my fault, okay, that you all refuse to do anything, right, that you're supposed to, or that is supposed to be your job description.
You would think that he slept in a crib, wouldn't you?
And this is even in the readings, okay, that day one, a long time ago, that these people knew that I was a victim in all this, and they failed to act. They failed to do anything and did not help me. They do not help anyone. And that is one of my major issues. And again, 100% why I make my stand against corruption. And that is all that I do. You understand?
Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go get something to drink. I've needed something for a little while. Not coffee. God knows I've had enough coffee for one day. You got to hear it. So to make it a little bit more, yeah, he is definitely one entitled fuck, entitled cocksucker, entitled fill in the blank with your favorite obscenity. It's so much fun. Anyway, I'm going to go get something to drink, and while I'm gone, I'm going to mute. And you know what that could mean? That could mean all kinds of hijinks. And get your stuff together, whether you smoke or not. You know how we roll around here. We're going to have a smoke 'em if you got them upon my return, which will be very, very shortly. So get everything together, because we getting ready to rock and roll. Negative 43 TV Saturday Madness.
That's it. It's very easy, man. The antics, the games, the typing, the faking stuff. We've been over the facts, man. I never bought into anything. I'm letting y'all on here do it to yourself. You so-called trolls who ain't trolling. You're committing felonies across state lines, and you're guaranteed to go to prison. I am really good at my job here and what I do. Trust me. Playing games with me, I mean, go ahead, because it's all being documented and it's all going to be sent to a lawyer. Okay? That includes anything that I have. That includes videos. That includes your weird antics and actions. That includes any weird driving around me, stalking me, following me, giving me a hard time, and even slightly talking to me or saying the wrong thing to me. Documented, sent to an attorney. God's handling everything, boss. You understand? I'm a grown man. You really believe that I'm going to believe that somebody who's grown and supposed to be a grown woman who claimed that they were something completely different and someone completely different can't hop on a panel and talk on a link for this long? Who are you? Are you Queen Elizabeth?
Block! Block! Oh, damn, that was close, everybody. Yes, indeed, that was very, very close. So I have a point off of a block. I'm going to try really hard not to do that again here on Negative 43 TV. No matter how much fun we have with it, it is, after all, still a mistake. So everybody now, smoke 'em if you got 'em, or just vibe on that higher plane that I'm always talking about. Negative 43 TV.
I mean, even she would have time. I bet you I get Queen Elizabeth on this show before you. Like, who do you think you are?
You're going to get Queen Elizabeth on the show before you. Whoever you is, not really listening to this numbnut skull fuck. He doesn't know that Queen Elizabeth is dead. He does not know that Queen Elizabeth is dead. And on top of that, he still thinks Derek Jeter is the shortstop of the New York Yankees.
Like, what? Bro, you asked for my ID number and you tried to get a whole bunch of other personal information.
Fallout 354 is here. Apologies if I introduced you earlier, but we're getting busy on this side of the screen. And Crazy Horse says, say it with me now. 1, 2, 3, antics on negative 43 TV. It's what we're all about.
And like I said, I've already got proof online that you tried to do this to other people. It didn't work. Move on. I don't know why someone would sit there and, oh, I'm going to pretend there's a continuation. That's fine. And they're going to continue your sentencing.
I'm going to pretend there's a continuation. I'm going to pretend there's a continuation. When really, truly stupid people try to sound smart, comedy ensues. It most certainly does.
When we take this to court, I know the law. Yes, I do, buddy boy. Oh, I know the law. And it's all working to my advantage. Feel me? They can't move on me. They can't do nothing. None of them. It doesn't matter how many corrupt individuals they are powerless. Why? Because Batman took away their power.
Well, here's one that I need to read for the listeners, but more so to make this stand out even more for Tyree, if and when he's listening, and he usually does. C4 says, they, meaning Tyree and Christina, they didn't sign a prenup before their YT marriage catfish Tina getting half of Joey's shit. Perhaps that should be put in front of him. All of a sudden, the real, air quotes, marriage will all of a sudden be fake, just like Christina. What a dumb fuck. What a way to waste your life, huh?
Welcome to reality, Hoss. Okay? You people are going to prison. You're terrified. You're scared. Okay? Like I said, everybody's losing their job and going to prison. But me, I'm living my pretty old life.
I've been retired for 7 years. Actually, I've been disabled. I prefer to refer to it as retired because it hits easier.
Yeah. Doing well. Always. I'm always do well no matter what. So, like I said, this is my job. I'm a content creator. I come on here to get donations. If you do not want to donate and you don't have any money and you can't afford a hot dog, please do not come here because I use this money to afford a hot dog and I would like one today.
Tough shit, buddy. Just plain tough shit.
That's right. My Cash App is in the left-hand corner. I don't care what you people think. Why is it always so-called women who run their mouth and give their silly...
I brought it up. He is really on about so-called women right now, isn't he? The fact that no woman will have anything to do with him is starting to bore into his head really deeply, somewhat like a termite eating a 2x4 in your house.
Opinion when it doesn't make any sense. You try to misconstrue my message and say that I'm coming from a different place that I'm not. I'm saying the truth about you. You all ramble, you're delusional, and you do not make any sense.
Speaking of hot dogs, boy, I don't need any more of a cue than that to tell you that this part of our show is being brought to you by Gas Station Hot Dogs. Get one today.
Why are you talking? See, I don't care what women say because I don't listen to them. That's why I'm on track winning and the rest of the world is losing. That's why all these beta simps are losing. Y'all better get with it, man. It's a man.
The beta simps are losers. Beta. Come on, say it with me now. Beta. B-A-Y-T-A. Try it. Beta. Damn you, stupid boy.
Man's world, boss. Feel me? I do what I want. I take what I want, and I'm going to keep on winning.
HK Shea is here. I love hot dogs, but the really heavily processed meats are kind of out of my orbit at this point. How are you doing, Shay?
And they can't do nothing but what? I'm the king. And I know exactly what I'm doing. Feel that, boss?
You're
like
right.
I said, everybody wants to be me. They wish they were me. They wish they were in my position. You're not me. You never will be. Don't go crazy thinking about it. All right. Now, financially, like I said, I have made and spent more money than your entire.
I am not in your position at all, Joey, in no way whatsoever. Right now, the biggest problem that I have, the biggest decision that I really must make is what kind of golf balls am I going to play this year? My swing is almost normal, but the speed has picked up, but it's just hard for me to pick a ball that's going to match everything. I'm leaning toward a Wilson 50.
Our government. Don't ever talk to me about money.
And that is a concern that leads to fun. You don't have a concern that leads to fun. All of your concerns lead nowhere.
Especially if you're a girl pursuing me or trying to impress me or get with me, whatever, don't do it. It's silly. Okay? You can talk to me about money. But
I love Wilson golf balls, man. I played duo softs for years because for years I couldn't make a turn. Everything was a glorified pitch shot. And that's a fantastic golf ball for people who have very slow swing speeds. I love it. Also really tough to lose.
just make sure it's in a real way. Because people just be saying
But when you hook it 40 yards into the woods, the color doesn't matter anymore.
crazy things. For one, I have no interest in money. Where did you get that from? When I've made plenty of money. No, I've given you the right advice and you don't want to listen. See, you want to.
Oh, that sounds good, Shay. I haven't been to a seafood place in God knows when.
Tell your self-delusion. And this is why you're broke and have nothing. What are you talking about? Anyone who steps up, I'll prove them wrong right here. Anybody. I'm a master of debating. I know what I'm doing. I have no interest in money. Ha!
Seriously, if you're on a diet and you need something to help you, no shit, if you've got the money, good Lord in heaven, this stuff's expensive anymore. Go get some Metamucil. It helps you with your blood sugar. It helps you feel full, so it helps you lose weight. There's all kinds of benefits to it, except it's stupid expensive now. I don't get it. I don't understand it. There's nothing pharmaceutical about it. Psyllium is a cereal grade. The prices on a 2-pack of Metamucil, nice sized jar at Sam's Club is now going for $33 at Sam's Club. They have this other stuff. There's $29.99. My God, this stuff was like $4 for the longest time. You make shit with it. What's with the prices now?
But I've seen more money than anyone on the planet. And you sheep, hi, how you doing? There's fans.
I want to know how you're old? You get on your show on Negative 43 TV and rant about Metamucil. Good God in heaven. I'll be going off about Geritol next, right?
They just took a whole video. So, like I said, you have, how do I put it?
It is crazy what is going on with that stuff right now. I mean, it was dirt cheap for years, and believe me, it will do exactly what it says it does. And also remember, it's not a laxative. Once again, it's a cereal grade. What is up with these damn prices?
Look at that. I mean, women screaming at the top of their lungs for Batman. I told you. You think that I'm kidding. And I tell these people on here, I tell them what's going to happen. I tell them what it is.
And there he is. And there he is. Like I said earlier, every single time he's under this overpass or under any overpass, he's going to cam up. He gets to the other side of the tunnel, we'll call it, camera goes off.
And they don't believe me. There's another honk. And I tell these people this. I tell them I'm absolutely famous. There was a man just waved at me. This is crazy, bro. What's up today, man? God got me today?
Who would want to be famous nowadays? Who would want to be famous nowadays? It was hard enough to be Frank Sinatra back in the day. He didn't know a moment's peace, and he never, in his lifetime, had to deal with cell phone cameras. Who'd want it? Who'd want it? You're under the microscope 24 hours a day. Yes, indeed. Celebrity worship has totally overflowed the banks.
God got me every day, man. Look at this. I'm telling you, I can't even do anything without people loving it. I mean, and it's cool. It's a good feeling.
Yep, he's very, very predictable. No, he's not living in a parking garage, though he might be better off to attempt it anyway. The thought right now is, oh, say hi to Pete the Grinder, everybody. He's such a happy little weed grinder. It is thought that he may be staying on the back porch of his mom's house.
I'm glad. You know, I didn't do it for this, but it's awesome. You know, so when people know you're Batman and it's real, it's not fake. This isn't
Sticky. There is something going on, or that he believes could go on under that bridge. There's got to be some reason for it. But then again, this is Tyree Sneed that we're talking about. And there's very rarely an intersection between Tyree Sneed and reason or reasoning.
for YouTube like a cute joke. I do the real thing. People respect it. Everybody has to. The agencies have to respect it. People have to respect it. I'm just being honest. I didn't do this for any of that. I didn't even know that was going to happen. It surprises me every day. It's pretty cool, you know, and I'm happy, man. It's just, I've never been a guy that's chased fame or attention.
I've never chased fame or attention. Did you really hear Tyree Sneed say that? Yes, you certainly did. He contradicts himself constantly. Of course, he's obsessed with fame and money and everything that goes with it. He's obsessed with all sorts of things that are completely unattainable to him.
I like attention from women. I'm not going to lie. Definitely enjoy that. But it's not something that I really go out and seek, to be honest, at all. I'm really to myself.
It may be happening from time to time, yeah, but it's suspected that he may be sleeping on the porch at his mom's house.
And I just do my own thing. You know what I mean? But like I said, my whole deal is, how did I put it?
I don't know.
They must be in a hurry because they have no regard for the bat.
How do you put it? It's part of the fun of everything here on Negative 43 TV.
Right? But yeah, like I said, man, I mean, the things that so-called women say are insane. I teach women how to actually be women. There's nothing wrong with that. And y'all need to quit talking like you have the answers, because you clearly don't.
I don't know.
And that's why you end up in situations in trouble all the time. Your
just to my ear, it sounds sexist as fuck.
actions show it. I could gear this whole channel if I wanted. I wouldn't do it because, number one, I'm not a news reporter, and I don't try to feast off of other people's issues and plight like y'all do. And I had the choice to be rich and sit back and do that. And I said no.
Why?
I said, I'm going to help people with my money, and I'd rather struggle right next to you and go through real life.
You did no such thing with your money. You blew it all in Las Vegas, and you have been functionally broke since then.
I don't care how hard it gets. And that's what I did. And I still don't regret it, man, because God saw what I did, and it meant everything to him.
God saw what you did, and you're currently being punished for it, but you're too stupid to see that.
And that's what matters. Like I said, this is just a gateway, man. This world don't matter. This is a gateway to the next world, and I know I'm going to heaven, so I'm straight.
Yeah. If it's a gateway to the next world, are you sure? You're going to heaven. Wait a minute. In the prayer that we start, I'm starting to channel Don Knotts or something in the prayer that opened this show. That is not what you say at all. You're immortal. Remember that? You're immortal. If you're immortal, you're never going to die. If you got to die to go to heaven, dude, ain't happening. Basically, because if there is a heaven or a hell, you're obviously going to hell. You need me to tell you that.
See, it's not about money. It's not about arguing. It's not about telling anybody something. It's just about being happy. And happiness comes from within, inside of you. I want to thank you people again on here. You taught me a valuable lesson.
And what would that be?
From the bottom of my heart. I'm not doing this so that you think it's cute. I never tell my enemies anything. I let my enemies think that they can win against me, and they always lose.
You let us think that we can win against you, and we always lose, even though objective opinion would say that Sneedville wins every single time.
Just like you just did. All right, sisters? Like I said, no, I have no vested interest in trying to win anything, especially against so-called women that can't even afford a hot dog. I mean, that's just silly to think. I'm not in a competition with anyone. I'm not in a back and forth. That's it. Go your own way. Another honk.
I mean, that's really kind of sort of not a bad point in a way, because you have to remember that when it comes to the source of this whole thing, he's blameless. He was born like this. His problems become when he refused to treat it, continues to refuse to treat it, and he gets worse and worse. And one thing that you have to remember is evil and insanity walk hand in hand.
All y'all got to do is go your own way. But that's what you're going to do. You're going to go your own way. You're going to leave me alone and stop coming over here to act like you're talking to me. Okay? And the more that you do that, right, like I said, go right ahead. It doesn't do anything for me, except I do document it all, and it gets turned into the lawyer. And the lawyer and the judge in the courtroom, when we take this case to court, is going to say, I mean, they're just relentless. I mean, you know, clearly they want you. I mean, you're an attractive guy. That's what they're going to say. They're going to say, that's what this is all about, clearly, that you're attractive.
What?
You know, and you just attracted the wrong people, and they're out of their mind, and, you know, they just don't know how to express that. You know, and that's fine. That would be okay if that's what it was. But when you start trying to play these mind games and doing all sorts of crazy spider web stuff online, I mean, you ain't Spider-Man. You know, like, I don't have time, man. I just don't. I don't have time, bro. You know what I mean? I don't deal with Spider-Man. You understand? Like, you can't be serious.
Funny he should mention spiders. This portion of our show is brought to you by the Spider Tree Inn. Locations everywhere. Literally everywhere.
Okay? Like, no. In February, Spider-Man comes around sometimes, and he always runs from me. That guy in that red suit.
It looks like such a beautiful day, and it's totally wasted on him. It's a point that I make a lot, but it's true. That one of the few things that's truly a shame about all this. It's a beautiful day, and he doesn't know or care.
Every time I'm walking, a web comes out of nowhere and stops me in my tracks. We're not friends. You know? I mean, it is what it is. You know? Like, I never stopped thinking about that guy in that red suit that was doing kickflips in the sky, webbing everything. Like, we really need that. Like, really. Like, the city doesn't have a hard enough time cleaning up everything. But we have a guy in a spider suit running around putting webbing everywhere.
Really? Really? And you give this channel out to other people, some of whom may actually watch it, and you're wondering why none of the local women want anything to do with you. I mean, other than, it's obvious, man. Just, God, why even go into it anymore? Lobsters here. We need to go into that. And I'm very, very glad that you enjoyed the premiere earlier. I was into it myself. I must absolutely admit to that. And yeah, the idiot complaining that spiders exist, it's the kind of stuff we find comedy in around here.
That's a problem, right?
No.
Like I said, people are silly. You're silly, man. You're all walking. You talk about setting me up. You talk about trapping me. It's impossible. Why? Because of God. Because the power of God inside of me. Right? But all of you are walking straight in.
It's nothing like that that's inside of you. What is inside of you, however, is the condom that came off the dick of the last trick that did your butthole.
To my, whole business, whole story. I know what I'm doing, bro. you notice my delivery is impeccable. I'm not a comedian, but I could be. But I know how to make people laugh. I know how to make people feel what I want them to.
I mean, what would they? I imagine not, but what would they expect? You know, or just some benign madman that just thinks he's Batman. But there's so much more.
When I talk, good luck.
Oh, boy,
I can step in any room and take everything over in 2 seconds. You don't understand who you're dealing with, and it's funny. It's hilarious. Now you got to be kidding me, man. Now they driving on the highways with that siesta music playing as loud as possible. Yeah,
that
please.
Fiesta music.
So yeah, like I said,
For that Fiesta music, geez, the kind of music that makes you want to say things like, "Hi, I'll have a number 3 platter, please."
you can do whatever you want, right? I mean,
Beef for the chimichanga, please.
all y'all are doing on here is indicting yourself for federal indictments. Clearly, I mean, nobody can do anything with or to me, so I'm not scared of anybody or anything. I already won. It's over with.
Yeah, it would absolutely have to. For most people, there is nothing about Tyrese Need that encourages them to come back. You pretty much need to find the editors before this thing becomes really funny, or just be twisted to begin with, much like myself.
As far as that whole Christina thing that y'all made up, I'm not.
Please warmly welcome Will to Beast 357 to the show on this Saturday evening. After all, it is Saturday Madness.
Concerned with it. The issue has been addressed. I don't want to hear about it. Okay, that's it. There is no continuation. Okay, so like I said, I mean, doing stuff like that is gonna land you in prison, and that's common sense, and you knew it when you did it. You can't sit there breaking the law and trying to tell me this and that, and don't work like that, buddy. Like I said, you tell yourself whatever you want. You're clearly completely unhinged. You're clearly completely delusional. I mean, if you're saying that the basic law doesn't apply to you, or that I don't have civil rights like everybody else, yes, I do. What are you saying? So, like I said, that's just people who think that they can keep doing it.
But none of this has anything to do with civil rights there. I'm not
hoping that they achieve a result. Yeah, that's insanity. You feel me? So, like I said, I mean, keep going, because I'm gonna tell you something, man. When you this set on trying to stop me, it only proves my point. Why are you so worried about me and against me for no reason if I'm a good person? Because you're not. Because you're not here for the betterment of the world, and you know I am. And you want to stop me because you want there to be chaos. You're a joker. You don't want this world to be beautiful and people to get along, and
You are not here for the betterment of the world. You are here in the hopes that the world will give you enough money to live on more than comfortably, all of which you will keep to yourself. Quit playing with your clit. Stop the line. We all know that's what would happen, which is one of the great many reasons that it never does.
People to just be left alone and happy. And you don't only treat, humans this way. You treat everyone and everything this way. And, I love animals, so I definitely do have a problem.
There would be a ferret out there that would disagree with you on that, but the ferret's dead.
A major problem. Okay? Concerning anyone like that. I love animals. I go out my way to take care of them. I've rescued cats and raised them myself and fed them amazingly. Like, I love cats. I love animals. I'm a good person.
No, he does not buy scratch offs. It would be nice if somebody would put it in front of him that Texas State Lottery scratch offs would be the way to go.
And that's all this ever was. Nobody's done anything to me. I mean, get real with yourself, man.
I mean, this is a man that needs a low-grade gambling problem.
Like I told you.
It would be funny.
The computer and the phone stuff ain't going to do nothing to me. All right? Now, like I said, when you're all cowards, that's been proven. Okay? That's your issue, not mine. And I'm done talking about it. And that's it. People think that they can give me a hard time, but they can't. People wanted to play games.
Can't give you a hard time, huh? That's what we're doing right now on Negative 43 TV. Please, please, please welcome Kenny P to the show.
Everything that you sent at me backfired, and I took it and alchemized it into success. Remember, most of the people who have been coming at me as hard as they can on the internet hiding.
Yeah, not only that, if he was started buying scratch offs, every now and again he's going to hit. Wouldn't break my heart at all. It would be funny.
Right, to try.
Tyrese Need hits $10,000 on a scratch off and comedy ensues.
To completely
Guess who's going to Vegas?
dismantle my entire life, right? Stop me from being able to live my life, all right? Don't want to see me in existence, right? And they've done everything and actual plots to stop that from happening, from me living my life. So I've got you on the highest conspiracy charges. It's a RICO case, because if you can charge one conspirator with a felony, you can charge them all.
Yeah, it would be a good bet if he won $10,000 on a scratch off that he would walk right back into that convenience store and buy $10,000 worth of scratch offs.
And all of you are guilty of, litanies of crimes. This internet underground organization deals with the black market. They're all going to go to prison because of me and what they did towards me. This was their decision. I got smart. I learned how it works.
Sticky, it wouldn't surprise me at all. And what have we been seeing here? Walking French Quarter with beer. That right there is the real Tyrese Need.
And I figured it out. And they know I have complete leverage. Okay, now here's how it works at this point.
Okay, tell me.
You can't come over here and tell me anything. Okay, you can't be in any energy.
Oh, well,
you can't.
Yeah, of course, Silicone. You know snackies are going to be involved.
Be behind a fake account, because the courtroom sees that's being deceptive. And everything is documented. That's all this is court documentation and a business. The whole channel, I'm going to have the lawyer have access to the whole channel. He's going to look at everything so he can understand the full story.
The lawyer would look at your channel first and then throw you out of his office. Not that he wouldn't do it to begin with, because your claim is beyond ridiculous.
I don't care if it takes 3 years of us sitting down and him watching every single video. Okay, people are going to understand what was actually done towards me, and that it accomplished nothing, and you did nothing to me. You sent everything you could. You sent everyone you could. You tried to take everyone you could and put them against me, and you lost so horrifically. It is unbelievable.
Said the man walking down the street starving to death. Negative 43 TV.
Against one man. And you know why? Not just because I'm strong, but because God would not let go of me. See, you have done nothing but help me. You have done nothing but give me a testimony and make me his living word and living testimony, and prove that when I came out decades ago and told the world on here that
when I came out decades ago and told the world on here, oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to hear what he says next, like right now.
And the only true Messiah.
Oh,
not Batman. I'm the Messiah. Okay? When I came out and said that it was the truth. And look how they treat their Messiah and Savior. Don't tell me about Jesus Christ, because I believe he was real. I believe 100% in Jesus. And when he was on this planet, he treated him the same way. And no, there's no difference in our walk.
You believe in Jesus, but you're the Messiah. No.
Stop giving people special treatment. No, I've been through what he went through a million times over. Yes, I have. And I've had to resurrect. And I'm not going to let you people lie. And I'm not going to let you take credit away from me. Okay? One Messiah.
Take credit away from you for what? What's to take credit for? The only thing that we can really take credit for, and I can't take credit for it, but the girls certainly can, is throwing your ass in jail for 45 days.
Doesn't get preferential treatment over another Messiah that comes later. That's not how it works, right? Let's use our noggin here.
I'm telling you, Perk, he's gone, baby, gone.
God gave us a brain, right? Maybe we can use it. Did you ever think of that? Mm-hmm. Come on, so-called women. Remember, it is a group,
Yep, evil walks hand in hand with insanity.
Majority of so-called women who did all this. Because why? Because they have a problem with what? Men. With a man.
No.
And this is
No. Slow down. They don't have problems with men. They have problems with you. And you know that's the case, yet you do nothing about it. You can't look in that gas station mirror and say to yourself, you know, maybe if I took a shower once a day, maybe even twice a day, and got some decent clothes and got my teeth fixed and stopped acting like a complete cocksucker, maybe, just maybe, somebody would be interested in me. You're incapable of insight. All of this is your fault.
This is the thing. You all want to talk about women. You want to talk about concepts hiding. I want to talk in person, face to face. I want to look at who I'm talking to so I can tell you reality and put you in your place verbally and keep it moving. That's it.
You'd run.
I don't put up with nothing.
You'd absolutely run. The first thing I would say to you is, negative 43 TV, I'm Rich Baritone, so you're going to kill my wife, huh, motherfucker? I'd have to have the camera on to watch him run away and watch that already small cape get smaller and smaller and smaller.
From nobody. I'm a real gangster, right? I'm not out here with no point to prove. I make every right move. I protect people. I protect the public.
Like I said, man is here, and boy, is he happy about it. Yes, he is.
Like I said, I do the real thing. There's no like holes in my rap sheet, bro. I'm thorough as it gets. I'm the real deal. Okay. And you gotta understand, nobody controls me, man. I do what I want to do. You understand? And I'm smart. I'm not on here trying to showboat. I'm not on here with an ego thing. See, that was the thing.
Lazy, the answer to that would, of course, be no.
Somebody called it the other day. They said, what sparked this alter ego? See, that's the thing right there, is all of you have questions, but you're using the wrong terminology. And it's okay, but I just think that you should understand more, you know, and phrase things differently. You know, but like I said, this is what people do, you know, and all.
You're telling us we need to phrase things differently? Well, it's not that you need to phrase things differently. You need to not say 95% of what you say.
Your ego. I mean, I released my ego. I mean,
but if you did that, you wouldn't be talking enough to have a show, so you'd have to quit, which is the entire point. I will not stop. I will not stop until you're gone, baby, gone.
A long time ago. It's how I became limitless. See, you're not paying attention. I did this in my sleep. I did it in front of all of you. If you noticed, you saw a guy dressing up as Batman at first. You were like, huh, that's peculiar, right? But the guy was very confident about it and knew what he was doing, right? Right? And then all of a sudden, right in front of you, that guy who a lot of you probably thought I was nobody, right? And that I would never be anything and that I was just a guy dressed up in a Batman costume. Actually, I'm the guy who protects all of you.
Actually, you're a guy who walks and walks and walks. You're a guy that buys shoes that are 3 to 4 sizes too big. You're a guy that consistently buys bicycles that fall apart within 3 days because you refuse to spend any more than $20 on any given bicycle. It's all your fault. Imagine that, like everything else in your life. It is your fault. Saturday Madness on negative 43 TV.
Actually, I'm the guy who shut down cartel operations.
Oh, boy.
Actually, I'm not playing dress up at all, and I'm really Batman.
Which leads me to something I heard on a RTS stream, I believe. Somebody had a brilliant idea to, let's get somebody reliable, a Mexican, but let's get somebody reliable in Brownsville, pay them enough money to do the job, to confront Joey and say, hey, you know what? Sinaloa isn't down with your shit, okay? If you stream again, we're going to get you.
Actually, you're all delusional. You see my point? It's not a question.
The brilliance of that cannot be overstated.
Question. It's the fact that the public is sheep and they're all delusional. They have absolutely no concept of reality. And then that Batman guy that you, especially if you're a woman, right? Right. And like I said, they're so-called women. They're not women because women would understand. Women would have developed to the point that they have the capacity. That's what I'm saying is facts. They're not going to like it. You don't have to.
And now it's time for the grifty part of our show.
So that's the difference with a real man. A real man is like a god. He comes here. He teaches you, the regular human, the peasants. He doesn't ask you anything. He teaches you how to live and how to be. I was put here by God. I'm an angel, an actual angel sent to teach you the ways of the man. You understand? The proper way to live, the proper way to treat each other, the proper way to be.
I mean, it's absolutely brilliant. We would need footage, of course.
Correct?
Great idea.
Right? Not doing that. Not grooming your engine, right? Which is overcompensation and shows you're weak and that you're lacking. And we all know in what area. Right? I have a great time doing what I do, man. You know, I'm not just an alpha male. I'm a sigma alpha.
You know, that sounds like something that maybe needs to be discussed further over in Discord.
So I'm the rarest form of male there is, right? I own this world, and I do what I want to do. Okay? I didn't ask any of you on here what you're doing. Why do you keep trying to volunteer it?
Well, not really. You know, Satan was a fallen angel, right?
But that's fine. Go right ahead. It's all being sent to a lawyer. And yes, it's a felony every single time. You understand? I don't know what you're talking about. And they're going to add it to your charges. You talk, you get more charges. Be my guest. It's no problem, bro. See, people really are on here pretending that they are above the law and can trump the law.
I always preferred to have my cars nice and quiet, certainly when I was a teenager, because back in the day, if a cop wanted to pull over a teenager, it was pretty common that their car was really, really loud. That was an entree for further investigation.
Think about that. Why do you think his name is Trump? Because that's what he's trying to do, Trump.
Oh, fuck off. Let's bump up a little bit. Not even a peripheral mention of that P word.
Yeah. So I love it. That's what you do. You get rich and you protect your assets at all costs, and you don't let anybody touch a thing of yours. That's what I do. I'm a gangster, and I do very good at doing it. Feel that? So what do you have to say now? Oh, that's what I thought. Look how quiet they are, people. You want to shut the whole world down in 5 minutes? Listen to me and learn from me.
Yes, we got to read it for the listeners from Blue Devil. Smegma alphas are a rare breed because most of us bathe regularly.
I'll show you how to really do it instead of just talking. Now, again, your celebrities are fake. They're not rich. They have zero money. Your professional athletes are in modern day slavery under monarch mind control and MK Ultra programs. You can print out these manuals on Google, or you could at one point, unless they took them off there. Okay.
I mean, okay, I'll admit it. He sounds really spun out at this point.
No.
But yet he isn't. Chemical imbalances in the mind can be so enjoyable. Well, this isn't really enjoyable, but yet it is for us. It's weird that way.
No. The world that you claim exists doesn't exist. You're all delusional. And I'm bringing the actual truth here. Okay? And like I said, I've done radio for like 20-some years. It hasn't been 25, clearly, because I'm 35 and I wasn't doing radio when I was 15. So I got that wrong. But it's about
you're not doing radio right now. You'll never do radio. Please get off of it. Please. You don't read well enough to do radio. You can't cold read any sort of copy whatsoever and sound professional doing it. Jeez, if I had my phone with me, I'd find some copy, but you know what I'm saying.
20 years, about 2 decades, I think. And, my point is, I never asked anybody anything. I'm here to educate the public. That means I know what I'm talking about. I didn't get my information from Google. I got it from God. I get direct downloads every day. I got it from my mind. Like, you people are so literal and you still think it makes sense. That's what makes you delusional. If you talk to most women, so-called women, they're always literal about everything.
There's that so-called women again. There is that so-called women again.
It's not literal. In fact, it's completely the opposite. We don't live in a literal world. proving everything any woman said in the history of all.
So the way this works in his mind is that a woman will fuck Tyree Sneed. A so-called woman will fuck anybody but Tyree Sneed. Thus and therefore,
time, completely wrong. Now again, they get on here and they kiss up to themselves, which is my issue and my point and what we're going to change and why I'm here, right? And they start telling themselves their delusion again. That's called a coping mechanism. It's weakness. That's what y'all do. See, women today aren't strong. You're weak. You're not women. Because in order to be women, you have to be strong too. See, you think you're exempt. Why? Because this.
Thank you so much, John Cole, for your super chat. Highly appreciated, as always.
Society has coddled you and taught you that it's okay to be weak. So you think being weak, right, makes you attractive. But, I mean, maybe in some way, shape, and form to, like, me or a guy, but not in the totality of things. Not in all actuality. Right? Like
I'll read this for the heck of it. Banana Bear Jew Biz says, fucking YouTube crashed on me. When you remember that Skip is in fact Jewish, it becomes even more lively fun.
I said the reason why is not just because of beta simps. I mean, they're part of the issue. It's because of them. They're to blame. They tell themselves what they want to hear. And when they hear reality that they don't want to face, they dismiss it. So, I mean, how are you a woman? Let me tell you something, man. And I don't care who takes this what way. I'm going to be real with you. You all have a system here of every opportunity handed to you, but you're still complaining. You have a system, like I said, where if
no, he isn't. I'll use his tip to defend him to the ends of the earth.
You're a so-called woman, you'll get a job handed to you in 5 seconds. You get the ability.
I say to the ends of the earth, that would probably get us a couple of blocks, but the thought would be there.
To make a living, right? Being a slave. But you are nonetheless a slave.
Thank you so much, John.
I'm not. I wasn't given any opportunity. Down here, they'll never hire me. We all know why.
Yeah.
Right? It's the most discriminate place.
Yeah, that is, I don't know where the quote came from originally. I heard this quote on the Phil Hendry show about 25 years ago now. Yes, what's the difference between a bitch and a whore? A whore will sleep with everyone. A bitch will sleep with everyone except you.
On the planet, I don't bite my tongue. I tell you reality.
Yeah, that pretty well wraps it up here, I would say.
I don't care who likes me. I don't care what way you feel. We all know this is the truth. I got plenty of friends all over that will come on here and tell you. What do you mean? I just don't deal with people like that. And people don't play me close because I'm a gangster. And when they play me close, it never works out for them. You feel me?
And when they play you close, you suddenly find yourself on a Greyhound bus going somewhere, anywhere other than where you were. You're a runner, and it's true.
You understand? I don't do manipulation. I don't let nobody take advantage of me. I come out here by myself, and I put everything on the line every day.
You put nothing on the line every day other than your existence simply because, again, you're starving to death. So we'll get rid of the grift here right now. What? Who? What is going to sponsor this right now? Why, it couldn't be anything else but Snackies here on Negative 43 TV.
The one thing I'm going to be is respected. That's why I do this. See, I never cared about money. I care about respect. You're going to respect me. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you work for. I don't care what your fake job is. You're all slaves, and I'm the only one who ain't. All right? I'm not a nice guy. I'm not here to have just a nicey little cute message. I'm here to tell you the truth. How are you a woman if you work for a company, you work a 9 to 5, and you're a slave?
Because some say it's a chromosomal thing. Personally, I think it's just as simple as what's going on beneath the waist. That they're still women, even if they are working. You just can't be mad at women, at all women, because no woman will fuck you. That's what I meant to say.
Crickets. That's what I thought.
If you could figure out a way to fuck crickets at this point, you would.
Ain't hearing it. See, people are silly.
And who knows, from what I've heard, it may be possible.
You people accept weakness. Come on, bro. It's like the valley.
I'm Tyrese Need, and I can physically have sex with insects.
Most people in the valley, especially so-called women, have settled and gotten married at a very young age, right? Having children is the leading cause of poverty. And then you wonder why you have a valley that's completely broken poor. And all they do is be envious and jealous of me and my people, but yet they want to dress like us and copy us and talk like us and act like us. And then you all want to use a dismissive term that's not reality, like I told you, to what? To try to dismiss reality. It doesn't exist. I don't care what you tell yourself. This is reality.
Yeah, I really enjoy, I believe that guy threw the term meat Cheeto out there. It just stuck in my head.
See, that's why people,
Little shriveled up meat Cheeto that swings to the left.
I don't care whether they like me or not. I'm a mirror. I'm going to reflect back to you the actual truth, raw and uncut. I don't care how you feel about it, because ain't nobody going to do nothing about it. That's how I'm coming. Yeah, hard body. So what you talking about? That's why I do what I do. See, I back up what I say. That's a gangster. Jay-Z never did that. He's a coward. He's responsible for what happened to Beanie Siegel. Okay? I mean, all that is coward stuff. Any man that can't do his own dirt, can't stand up for himself, I have no respect for you. You're not a man. People who are evil like that and sold their soul like him and Beyonce, they get their karma. They got their karma the minute that they existed and were born, and they were probably a coward day one, right? And that's it.
Yeah, he's pretty dumb, isn't he, King? Ladies and gentlemen, coming to us from Mardi Gras, I believe, Tyrese needs Needville, but you know it's RTS. You just know it is.
You see what's happening with him? He's in the middle of that case for what all those people have been doing and what I'm trying to stop. I'm here to stop child trafficking. That's my only concern. I'm not here for your feelings.
That alone should be enough to have him physically processed into asphalt. Is that a good way to put it? Probably not, but it's what I'm going with here on Saturday Madness. Sure is. RTS says, I just watched New Orleans blow $10 million plus on some crappy 3-minute light show. $10 million? Yeah, sure. I'd absolutely believe it. What the fuck? It's not their money. What do they care? They don't. And meanwhile, back at the ranch, yes, he has went quiet. So time to look for the circle of mouth. And I don't think it's very far away. Come to me. Okay, there we are. Back a little bit. Don't want to miss any stupid narcissism.
I'm here to change the world, right?
You're here to change the world, but you only change your underwear every 2 weeks, and you don't launder them. You just throw them out in a gas station bathroom and put on a new pair. I don't want to hear it.
The reason that so many people have hopped on this bandwagon, and they haven't, all of them have put up as much resistance as possible, but they have no choice, is because I'm the center of the universe. I never asked to be, I just am.
Wow.
I'm God's actual son, right? Like I said, I want people to build a relationship with God and start paying attention to him. That's it. That's my main purpose. And I want to help people, and I want to save lives like I've been doing, right? I've done a lot for everyone. I've helped everyone. I've built everyone's support system. I was the support system. And if people are ungrateful, that's their issue.
Yeah, that whole thing was extremely what the fuck, wasn't it? If you're a newcomer in town, he pretty much explained why we're on his ass right there.
Karma is real, and it always delivers. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, shit.
And I'm watching it every day with these people. You have to understand, I don't focus on any of you. I don't know you. I don't think about you. That's why you all have to keep acting like you're approaching me online. Because you want my attention. Because you're jealous of me. But I don't know you. We don't have a relationship. I'm not your friend. Go away. There's your answer. Now, moving forward. Like I said, I'm here changing the world, moving mountains, performing miracles. Because God is through me. Right? And like I said, I mean, I care about women more so than probably anybody and any man. And look how I've been treated. I mean, I've been treated, I mean, you know, I don't have to say it. I mean, it's, yeah. So doesn't that show that there's something wrong with the world?
Okay, I'll read this one for the listeners too. What the hell? It's Sticky TT6 here. In ancient Sparta, he would have been discarded to the ocean.
There's no reason for
he would be discarded to the ocean. I kind of auto-filled that in my brain.
anyone to treat me like that. I mean, it's literally completely the last thing any sane person would do. So you can't tell me that this society is sane or it makes sense or people are in their right mind. No, they're not. I know the truth about y'all. See, that's the thing. You didn't want another human to find out the truth about all of you, but I know the truth. I know the actual truth. I know that all y'all do is lie. I know that you will tell people a lie right to their face without blinking. And I'm just not raised from that cloth. You know, I know that you'll talk above your head and you'll say things that don't exist. And I was taught to back up everything I say and prove it, which is what I do.
Really? You really? Wow. I mean, looking out through Joey Sneed's eyes must be much like looking through a kaleidoscope.
We ain't the same. We don't come from the same cloth. We're not the same people. I wasn't raised like you, and I'm proud I'm not. You understand? And it's just that simple. I don't care how anybody feels. I'm a grown man. Okay, my dad literally handled more beef than McDonald's when he was alive.
Oh,
okay, and I'm just like him and probably worse.
So what do you mean by that? I got a feeling maybe you don't mean what you think you mean by that. Yeah, when it comes to saying things like that, dude, it's better to measure twice, maybe even 3 times, and cut once, as they say, because you walked into that one just fucking face first, dude. What you just said, I could twist that around. Anybody here could twist that around to say that your dad was, all about the meat and the seed, as they say.
Okay, maybe a lot worse. Because, see, me, the thing with me is people find out real quick with me, I have no limits. I have no limits. You all talk about you're this and that. Like I said, I'm not going to say anything that's not conducive to me. I'm a lot smarter than you. You understand? I'm playing for
Sticky. Thank you for the tip. Hey, hot dogs matter.
keeps over here. Y'all run your mouth. You believe in talking. You know, that's in every movie. Have you noticed the villain
Thanks again, sir.
always talks too much and he ends up losing? Because that's what villains do. Batman just is quiet. I keep my mouth shut and I listen. You understand?
You don't do any of that shit. Where in the world did you even come up with that? I mean, Jesus Christ, dude.
And then I just defeat them and I keep it moving and go on to the next and I keep winning. Now that's what happened here. So you're going to have to just deal with that, sisters. You feel me? You vastly underestimate me, man, still. And it's just odd when you underestimate someone that every time you underestimated me, I delivered in tenfold and completely defeated everyone. There's nothing to defeat here. You're not, you're not an opposition. You're not a formidable foe, and you're not a foe at all. You're just people on the internet with no.
All right, we have about 18 minutes of video to go, which usually equates to about 30 more minutes of show. Negative 43 TV. This is Saturday Madness, and I am Rich Baritone.
Nothing but time, and you're mad at my success. That's a compliment. There's nothing I need to do or say. You're who has the issue. And I'm going to say this again publicly. For all the people online that pretend that they have an issue with me, I mean, either you're too...
Well, I think you'd be able to do that on your end, Sticky. Who knows? Might be deductible. One never knows anymore.
poor to afford a bus pass or, or do a cross-country trip, right? Or you're just a coward and you're scared of me. But it's one or the other, or it's both. And I'm going to go with both. You feel me? Because, like I said, I'm not the one with an issue with anyone.
Okay.
You all are. So that's your responsibility. What's your excuse? I'm in these streets every day, homie. Come see me. Real talk. Oh, please do. Come.
If one of us actually showed up, you would get all Cyrax about it and explosively shit your pants.
See me. All y'all. You feel me? Come see me when I'm out here working in the street. Yes. Yeah, everybody. Well, we can have a face-to-face
Oh, God, diarrhea everywhere.
combo. I fear nobody. You understand? As a matter of fact, I'm the guy who's begged for that for years. Right? See, no, you can't twist my words. There's nothing wrong with a man stating to the world, if anybody has an issue, come see me. Straight up. You ain't got to hide and do typing and do this internet and make 8 million troll accounts. Just come see me. I ain't hiding. Not at all. Matter of fact, I mean, I'll take you out on a dinner date. Straight up, we can go have dinner. I'll pay for your meal.
How? How? Dine and dash?
Matter of fact, oh, I'm a real nice guy. You don't know me. So what do you mean? See, people are so delusional, they think I'm talking to them. They think I owe them something. I don't even know you. I'm here living my life. You feel some way about it? What you gonna do about it?
Yeah, somebody could put a drone on him, and I could do the commentary like it was the OJ chase.
Nothing, especially when you're hiding behind a computer and phones.
Right now, we're following Tyree Sneed as he meanders down Ruben Torres Boulevard.
That's cowardly, bro. That's embarrassing. And like I said, I mean, every day I laugh at individuals.
Boo Earns is here, and Boo has an excellent take. Tyree is, in fact, the worst Batman.
Like that. I don't have to come on here and tell you. What do you mean? So, yeah, like I said, you got people now that they are mad at reality. I mean, you're going to have a hard time. I mean, that's your issue. It's got nothing to do with me. You're trying to make it like it's about me. That's personal issue. That's something you did to yourself. That's all stuff that y'all got going on with yourself, man. That's mostly traumas and stuff you went through. Don't act like I'm a part of it. No, I never did anything to nobody. Never said anything to nobody.
Oh, really?
I just try my hardest to be successful and help everybody. I'm going to continue to be me. Right? That's it. Like I said, I'm going to do me. I'm not going to be bothered by nobody, just like I told you.
Hey, look, Southsider 619 has just arrived in the negative 43 TV studios on the Saturday Madness.
Kept my word on that, didn't I? Yep. Promised you, told you, right? God is going to always protect me, right? And allow me to be at peace, calm, and happy. And that's it. Nah, bro. You can sit there and pretend all you want, but I'm going to always be at peace and happy and calm. You understand? And there's nothing.
Yeah, I know, man. Daddy handled all the beefs. Like, oh, did he really? He sounds like a fun guy. It's Jamie's dad.
You can do. No, not to disturb my peace. I promise that. You feel me? Because I don't play like that. And nobody should. You feel me? So, no, what you all have done for...
You know, King, that is actually strongly suspected.
For years is you tried to catch me off guard on here so that you could try to get a reaction that's not real. It's a human reaction, and it's normal because you're sneaking up on me on the internet. You're ganging up and getting in a group, and what you're doing has a name to it, and it's illegal as all hell, and you're going to prison.
We're not stalking you, although it may have that appearance from time to time. What I'm doing here personally, again, I'm a roast comedian. You are nothing but material to me. Nothing more, nothing less. You are treated here by me as a fictional character. I don't even treat you like a person because you're not a person because, as I said earlier, you, Tyree Sneed, do not actually exist as a person. You are totally lost to your delusions.
Everything you've done is clear as day. What do you mean? Most of it's on camera. Right? You've paid people small amounts of money because y'all don't have any real money, right? To try to stop me in my tracks, right? Stop me from living my life, as I said, right? You've done everything, right? To basically, get me out.
Well, I guess that was one way to sneak off in the middle of the night and do your dirty work, RTS.
Out the picture, which y'all know what that translates
to. I mean, sometimes you're going to do what you got to do to go out and smoke a joint or 5 when you're 16. Know what I mean?
It actually means, right? And I've survived everything. Okay? And these people are still free people. I want you to listen how crazy this is, the world we live in, and how corrupt these people are. They're still free. I have their legal names. They've been given to them. And they're so corrupt that these people are free and get to sit here 24 hours a day and try to do whatever they can, understand, to cause me whatever they can.
You know, Tyree, if the Brownsville police or any of the Brownsville police have stumbled across negative 43 TV, I would imagine the only thing that they're doing at this time would be laughing their asses off. That's it.
And God got me so protected, they can't touch me. Feel that, homie. Now hold up.
And hold up. Yes, that's right. That I understand that's one of the first things that they teach everybody in broadcasting school is you cannot have enough dead air. Let's be honest. What we're doing here, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, this is just a hobby for me, and I like to do it as cleanly and professionally as I can, even though it's absolutely not required. Again, that's just part of the whole hobbyist thing here. I want to do the best I can for you here on Negative 43 TV. Okay, are you ready to look for the circle of mouth? Are you? Let's do that. We're moving to the right. We're creeping right along. There are white flags. Oh, there we go. Okay, if I let it go now, he should be saying something stupid right about here.
So, yeah, like I said, when these people sit there and they're like, oh, I feel like I've known you in other lifetimes. I feel like this and that. Well, some of you I probably have. However, I mean, I'm literally the Messiah as well. So, I mean, that also probably is a major part of it. Like I said, I have love for human beings. I've
only felt that way about one person, and she's sitting in the couch in the living room. That's right. Right now, this part of our show is being brought to you by Sneedville Financial Services, where the idea is what? That's right. The idea is to go broke.
love for what God created, and I love myself. And it seems like, if you notice, most, again, so-called women, right, have an issue of lacking self-love, right? Or they have malignant self-love, right?
Like you? Malignant self-love like you?
And I think, if anything, that comes from a lack of healthy, true self-love, right? So, like I said, at the end of the day, I mean, I don't care what people tell themselves, especially women. And I key in on this issue now because it's what needs to be talked about.
It's not an issue per se. It's just a personal issue. Women find you repellent. I don't know if I can ever say that enough because I enjoy saying it so much. Women find you genuinely repellent. You can't talk. You don't look good. Apparently, showers don't do any good whatsoever. You're just an absolute piece of shit. And you might as well bust out of the closet because your odds of finding a guy are a lot higher than finding a woman. A woman will absolutely no. It's never going to happen ever again.
You understand?
Yes,
Women think they run at something. Y'all run your mouth. You got a bunch of people trying to do OnlyFans. You can't even talk to a woman no more without them trying to charge you.
You know, Sticky, I didn't leave that comment up long enough.
Let's get real. And I'm sure every man out there feels my content and what I'm talking about 100%. And I'm glad because it's the truth. You see, I'm the nicest guy, especially towards women. Always have been. And when people mistake my kindness for weakness, they find out real quick I ain't the one. You feel me? Oh, I can be polar.
When they mistake your kindness for weakness, you kick ass, supposedly. You really, really have no idea how much of a clown you actually are. I mean, you could show the late, great Emmett Kelly a few things, I'm quite sure.
Opposites.
Or maybe not. Kelly was a genius. You aren't.
It's all up to you. I can be real one nice guy, or I can be one mean you know what. Feel me? But it's one or the other. There ain't no middle ground.
Oh, you bet. I went with Sneedville Financial Services once, and I lost $5,000 within 20 seconds.
You make your decision with how people treat me.
Like they said in South Park, and it's gone.
And the thing is with me, I don't ask. I demand my respect. I take my respect. I don't ask anybody for nothing. I go out on these blocks and I take them over. Okay, I go get up in everybody's face and tell you what time it is and what's up and challenge everybody. I'm just telling you the truth. I don't do no talking. I don't need to ask anyone for anything because I'm going to go take it. Honestly, I'm going to go get what I want. I'm not going to ask you for nothing. I don't need nobody's help. Never ran to nobody for help. Never had that luxury. For sure wouldn't now. So quit.
Where's the donations at? Everybody should be donating. I should spend my money on a pair of socks? No, y'all should be paying for that.
Offering fake help. Quit offering me things I'm not asking for. Get out my face and keep it pushing. That's what you're all going to do. And that's what you've done. Because you had to listen, right?
Who's offering you things like anything that was offered to you? You take it. A $2 bill, a bag of chips, a blowjob behind Arby's. Of course, you would be the one giving the head. I don't know why I felt I needed to specify that.
No, see, I'm a grown man that people don't mess with for good reason because they know my track record and they heard about me. I'm a legend, especially when it comes to all that. You feel me? I'm a guy that people won't even say my name wrong, much less ever say anything disrespectful to me. That's who I am.
Ty Whitney. I'm saying your name wrong right now. Ty Whitney. Joey Sneed. I'm saying your name wrong all over the place. Do something about it.
I am. I'm a guy that I'm either feared or respected, and I mean, I'm really feared by people. I mean, I got people that are terrified of me for good reason. They should be. You feel me? I'm not the one, right? I don't play games, and I don't have time for anybody who's getting on a computer and trying to simulate something with me. I don't play like that, bro. You know about me. You know who I am. You know how I get down, and you heard about me.
Wicked is here at last. I would say you're late, but you're not. We have about, let me see here. We have about 15 minutes worth of video. By the time I get done with my mouth, we'll be here about another 25 minutes, let's say.
And you could go look it up because it's all public knowledge. You know, not all of it, but a little bit of it. An inkling. It's actually nothing. You don't know me at all. You don't have a clue what I've done. You don't know who I am. Yeah, that's right. And you never will. You understand? Because I don't know you, and you're not trying to help me.
We know what you have done over the last 10 years because you, yes, you, Tyrese Need, have put it out there on YouTube. Yeah, it's like the, if I may paraphrase the Led Zeppelin song, it's nobody's fault but yours.
See, people's got to stop telling themselves things that aren't there, and we'll be all right. But that delusion stuff, don't ever bring that within 5,000 feet of me.
I should have got really Tortelvis with that, you know. It's nobody's fault but yours.
Don't play like that. I'm telling you right now, you already know what it is. I don't got to spell it out and explain it to you. You think I'm going to let somebody come around me and start talking crazy? Boy.
If you have never listened to Dred Zeppelin's first album, oh my God, do it. I've seen them live twice. The first time I saw them live, Mojo Nixon and the Toadlickers opened for Dred Zeppelin. Good God in heaven, that was just one laugh after another laugh all night long. And the music was good too. When you combine humor and good music, it's a blast. Sometimes it works when you combine it with bad music.
Man, I got a history of not putting up with nothing, homie. Everybody knows that. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You know, some people do. Most of y'all put up, y'all take, you know what, you put up with it. I don't put up with nothing from nobody. I make people do what I want to do. I'm just telling you the truth. See, that's the thing. People underestimate me. People look at me, they go, oh, he's probably nice, especially with the women. They go, oh, he's probably sweet.
The women look at him and say he's probably sweet. You kind of know what that sort of means in a slangish sort of way anymore. I'll bet he does. I'll bet it's projection.
Yeah, you keep thinking that. See, that's the problem is all of you, if you notice, especially with so-called women, right? No, I'm just responding and defending myself from all of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's not Christina, but It's Christina. Say hi, everybody.
See, you're always saying something that ain't right and ain't true. You're never on my side or saying anything that's conducive or helping me. You understand? They all do the same thing. Right?
Yeah. Christina shows up, and then, like I said, man says, Christina, email me immediately.
And why? It's not because there's anything wrong with me. It's because there's something wrong with them. Like I said, you have horrible taste. You deal with dudes who have nothing to offer, and are complete, like, just a slouch. You know what I mean? And like I said, the more of a scrub they are, the more you'll entertain it, because every action you're actually doing is intentional, and it's out of spite for me. Because like I said, you have a problem with man, meaning you have a problem with creation and God. Go against me, you go against God, everybody will learn. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you came on the internet and typed one letter to me wrong. God will handle you, and he will take care of it. I promise that. And that ain't a joke, because it's happened. As a matter of fact, God's setting examples in front of all of you. So if you ain't getting the picture, I'm not the one to play with.
Please welcome for the first time here at Negative 43 TV Studios, even though I strongly suspect we may all know who the person is, but please welcome True Beta Dating Advice. That's good. I like that.
This ain't no joke, okay? And like I said, all of that stuff y'all talking, God's handling it all, man. 100%. And I already told you what it is. Yeah, I already told you, man. And I'm watching it happen every day. You know what I mean? It ain't YouTube, it's karma tube. It's karma tube when you believe in God and you actually have a creator and you actually
God, that angelic smile.
Put your faith in him and you stand for something. You feel me? That's it. Like I said, I'm a good person, man. I pray for everyone. I wish everyone nothing but good. But God had to take matters into his own hands. That's it. Why are you worried about money if God handles her every need? That's the truth. Why don't you have faith? I really have faith. I don't just talk this, I walk this. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about money. I just handle my responsibilities financially every day. And I talk about money because that's how I create my budget.
What are you talking about? What financial responsibilities do you have every day other than to make sure at least one time during that day something that isn't a dick winds up in your mouth? I'm talking about food, of course. And that's your biggest concern, is just eating.
You have to take action. I'm doing the right thing, but what are you doing? Like I said, I'm not a so-called woman that works a 9 to 5 and sits in a store all day, right? And then pretends I'm independent.
It's Sock Account Saturday night here on Saturday Madness. Please welcome Carly Fiorina.
What can anyone tell me? I'm independent. I'm out here and I'm a man. I exercise and make money for a living. Doing that. I protect the public, protect the people. I go out in the street and get the real.
And always remember, Joey, Carly Fiorina says, just take your meds.
I can stand up for myself and everybody else, right? That's the real thing. I mean, what can anyone really tell me? You understand? I mean, I'm Batman. And what I'm doing here, all this is my career and my job.
No wonder you're fucked.
And it translates into any career field I want in the future. Right, I'll get any opportunity I want thrown at me, right? And then, like I said, I'm an independent athlete. I self-fund every project that I do. I do what I'm doing, and like I said, I'm trying to understand where is the world at? Because, like I said, I'm just telling you the truth. Like, I'm a good-looking dude. When I was younger, women were all over me. The thing is, now the
thing I said about Sock Account Saturday night, well, it's getting a little bit more intense around here. Please welcome 9-inch penis on hard. Wicked is my wife. Yeah, jeez. That's a pretty firm statement.
It changed because this modern day generation, which also includes old people. Okay.
And now it's Joey's ancestor too. Man, there's so many sock accounts. It's like a laundry around this place.
You're not exempt. Okay, you're still part of that generation because you're brainwashed and you're sheep and you're not thinking for yourself. So let's get that issue out the way right away. Second of all, this generation thought they were going to come into my world and make the rules. You're noobs here. You don't make the rules. That's number one. You tried to walk in basically into my office.
Okay, I'll ask Wiccan, how many sock accounts do you actually have?
And which is the world. And tell me what to do. And
that's something I don't. I just don't do sock accounts. I just don't want to do anything that's going to make this even more confusing. I'm fucking up enough as it is.
And I didn't put up with it, and you're not used to that because you're not used to somebody who's this empowered and empowered by God.
I sit at the right-hand throne of God. God speaks through me. I am a vessel like everyone else. And I told you, everything in this world is spiritual complexity. I have the spirit
Oh, you're a vessel, all right, and you hold a lot. It's what I've heard.
inside me that is the most powerful spirit that has ever existed, and the spirit of all humanity and time. That is how I've survived this far. That is how I've gotten this far without being able to breathe.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jennifer Lynn Benish is here. I mean, it's not really Jennifer Lynn Benish, but like I said, it's Sock Account Saturday here on Saturday Madness.
Breathe every day. That is how I push today just to do what I'm doing today. That is how I
And
live
here we
every
come.
waking minute. It's the only reason I get any air in my lungs and I'm able to breathe because of what these people did to me when they called Seton Hospital that happened through my stomach and abdomen.
If you heard or saw the movie earlier this afternoon, you heard the skit. I'm kind of proud of that one. I think I'm going to cut that one loose as a single before too much longer. And Wiccan says, well, Rich, I have this one. Wiccan is actually Joey's raging bald spot.
Okay, and I can't ever get anything back. You know what? God is giving.
Oh, I just love these Sock Account names. They're more entertaining than any damn thing I can do.
All back. God gave me my life back. That's what he's in the process of doing. I know it. I can feel it. I don't have another choice. If he doesn't, how did I make it this far? See what I'm saying? It's not that I believe in God. It's that I have no choice but to believe in God. I don't believe in God. I know God is real. He proved it to me. You're not listening. I'm not supposed to be talking to you. It's impossible for me to have made it this far. I survived things that are not possible to survive, right? And then on top of that, right, I have
and here's another one Wiccan is putting on display. Nutward's Glory Hole.
what do you call it? He's saying he's making me immortal, right? So, like I said, I mind my own business, man. I mind my own business. I do my thing. I do what I want to do. I don't care how none of these people feel. I'm going to continue to do what I do right in front.
You mind your own business, yet at least 6 days a week, you're going in on somebody from the black sector. Yeah, that's not exactly minding your own business.
And that's about it.
You routinely say things every single day that should result in you being pounded into dust about basically the things that you say about the black sector, man. If you ever piss one of those guys off, man,
I'm not concerned.
You will be,
but
you fucking will be.
Other than that, I mean, people need to mind their business, man. That's number one, bro. I'm from the country. We build an environment where people operate off of respect, and everybody's going to respect me, and it's just that simple. I don't care how you feel. If you're fazed by me existing, I'm not going to shrink for you to feel comfortable. That's that excuse that I noticed them narcs always use. Oh, you're this and that. You're scary. And he dismissed the term. Right. You want to, like I said, fear me.
Seriously. Well, I'll take it back because I think I stepped on something here, but somebody has told him very recently that he's scary. It's cut him to his very soul. Hey, everybody, look, it's Coach Eli Malias, and one of Silicone's favorites right here. I'm telling you, Wicked is really, really loaded. Cute boy, XOXO, you're just jealous of his beauty. It's entertaining. It is.
Out of existence. It ain't happening, bro. And I always stood up to that. Anytime they tried to do that stuff, I always stood up, and I will continue to with everything I have. I am not moving. The lion moves for nobody. In any case, you're going to have to move me. Yeah, I mean that. I'm not moving for nothing. What I choose to do is what I choose to do. If I put my feet on the ground, they ain't moving. You're going to have to move me. You got.
Oh, they move all right. No bus joke here. You thought I was going to do a bus joke, didn't you? No bus joke there.
I don't care where I'm at or what I'm doing. I mean that. Okay? I'm done playing. I stand with God. Okay? And I happen to defeat everybody because of it. Okay? Because I have true faith and I'm not alone. Right? I got millions of ancestors, spirits riding with me. But all I need is God. Okay? Now, I'm going to say this again, man.
Now,
I
understood that Marty had something to do with running him offline, Coach Eli. Was that true? Because if it was, he'll be back shortly.
Dealing with somebody who's a spiritual emperor. I'm an emperor in the spiritual realms. That means I control every realm, including Hades and the demonic realm. I control every single realm, and I have actual authority to tell them when to move these entities. You can sit there and pretend, tell yourself whatever. I'm telling you reality, Hoss. You believe in ghost stories, you're in one. And I'm watching it.
I've been watching it, and it will continue to happen.
I have no, and I do mean no idea what the hell he's talking about.
You laugh. Okay? And see, I really don't laugh, man. I really feel bad, man, because I didn't want things to be like this. I never did. I'm a really good person, man. I have love even for my...
Marty had nothing to do with Eli, okay? Yeah, anything, really, most anything that happens outside of Sneedville, I'm clueless. And you want to know who I was more clueless about than anybody? Coach Eli. I never watched. I never kept up. I know nothing of the lore. So if I speak on Eli, generally it's a guess. Yeah, it's just something that happens.
My enemies, I pray for my enemies, but sometimes people got to learn the hard way, and that's just a sad...
But he is coming back. Okay, so what, apparently, Silicone, you know a little bit more about, way more about this than I do. Why did he leave YouTube to begin with?
Reality. And that's what I represent too, is this, the harsh realities and sad realities and truth realities. So like I said, and look how quiet they are. You should be like this every day, because there's nothing
Really?
you can say to me, and that's where it stops, and that's where it ends. That's reality.
Really, was Silicone driving him out of his mind? Please tell me it's true.
Like I said, it's not that anyone got defeated. Nobody was competition.
We're
What
so
competition?
dirty around here.
I'm not talking to you. That's the only thing I'm tired of. I'm talking to the world about what I went through. Yes, I defeated everyone and won for me.
Oh boy.
That had nothing to do with some people who were logging online. Most of this wasn't even on the internet. You're not a part of my story. And that's the only part that's really, really odd. And I'm tired of hearing it. Okay. So like I said, I dictate who's part of my story now. Goodbye, move on, and that's it. Find something to do, because you can't afford a hot dog, and that's not my problem. Okay. Even though, like I said, I have my issues, right? I still can afford a hot dog. If I want one today, I may have one. All right. Now, like I said, if you want to donate and help me, you can go donate to that Cash App, right?
If he wants a hot dog, he may have one. Ooh, feel that muscular flex of the arm.
Again, I am tired of so-called women lying on my name. That's all they do, is lie and come at me wrong. And you know what those are called, right? Right. And they tend to come back to you because karma's real, and God's going to defend me and stand up for his righteous son.
Women that won't have anything to do with you are generally referred to as smart, sane. You know what I'm saying here.
Because I'm truly righteous. So keep that up, right? But like I said, you need to understand something here. Anything I say is not bad. It is not ill. It is nothing. What I'm saying is the truth about all of you.
Oh, yeah, I had to follow the movie up with our usual madness here on Saturday nights, and it's 20 minutes after the hour, by the way.
And what I'm waiting for is women to prove me wrong. I'm waiting for women to prove me not wrong, but prove me that they can be different than the rest.
You're going to be waiting forever for that to happen, ladies and gentlemen. It's raining socks. It really is. It's the American Ape channel right here on Negative 43 TV.
And that's going to be the ones that I'm interested in. You know what I mean? Might just be one person. I don't know. But I haven't seen it yet. You understand? And I'm just being honest. I have not seen it yet. I've seen a lot of convenient.
Yeah, he's in control of heaven. He's in control of hell. That's just metal as fuck.
Right? I mean, there's people who are nice, but I've just noticed that everything you think the world revolves around you, you think that I'm like disposable and expendable, and I for sure am not. And I'm literally the creation that was made for you to enjoy and love and appreciate. I was made for you. If you don't appreciate and respect that, then where's your mind at? What are you doing in life? And if you look at all of them, do they have a career? No. Do they have anything? No. They project their issues on here hiding, but I don't have any problems. I have everything. God provides. Truly, God provided me with everything. Right now, I have more wealth than Elon Tusk. What are you talking about? I own billions in equity.
Elon Tusk is nobody's idea of a sick bird. It really, really isn't. And the end of our time together is drawing near. We've got about 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes of video.
Oh, buildings, homie. You know who you're talking to? You're talking to the man that runs the country and the world. Okay? You're talking to the man that whatever I say goes, and people literally have so much respect or fear for me that when I say literally goes, I dictate.
Yeah, you play something like this for a normie, and you think they're going to say, wow, this guy's really fucking insane. What's the channel? I need to get into this for myself. I've received my share of blank looks. even from people I really didn't think were going to give me blank looks.
What I want. And that's why when I come out and I say, hey, I want to have good relations with everybody, a lot of people are falling in line.
That's how you know that your sense of humor, at least in some dark corner, is really, really fucked up.
Especially like down here in the valley. I'm going to tell you the truth, but it doesn't mean I'm against anyone. I'm trying to help you. You understand? I'm going to tell you the truth. Maybe the truth that you don't want to hear, but that's what people tell you if they care about you. If you ever love someone, which I have several times, different people too. And when I truly loved them, I told them the truth. They may not have wanted to hear it. I told them the truth. I didn't care if they got rid of me or didn't want to deal with me or talk to me. And that's when you really love someone, because that means you put them before you and you're willing to pay any price and cost.
You have never put anyone ahead of you in your entire life. And to me, yes, that is an aspect of love. Are you willing to put someone else ahead of yourself? And is that person willing to put you ahead of themselves? That's when you know you've got it. You found it. You just found where it's at. It's a Leonard Nimoy track. It's literally called Where It's At. Listen to it. It's good. I believe he wrote it.
To make sure that they're happy. And all those individuals, you know what? They're not happy. You know,
there's actual depth in it that you just wouldn't expect.
Why? Because they got rid of me. So before you judge me and before you say something about me, understand you're not in my position. Okay? You didn't.
Oh, hell no, I'm not in your position. Judge away, everybody.
Take care of kids that didn't belong to you. I ain't never had no kids. I did.
Oh, man. Every time he denies his daughter, I just can't even go into it. I cannot verbalize it. I wouldn't have a channel anymore. I mean that.
Gave them the best thing possible and gave them Slitterbond trips and a dream on a platter because I'm a good person and I wanted to help. And you know what? I'll never regret it. I don't regret helping anybody. I took care of homeless people and took them off the streets and gave them food, clothing, and shelter out of my pocket. And I never talked about it. Ever. I just barely brought it up. I'm tired of you people running your mouths. You understand? I've been through hell. You can't imagine. I'm the Jason.
Should have left that up longer. Red Screen is back. He's back very late, but he's here. It's true.
You don't know me. You don't know anything about me. You vastly underestimate me. I'm telling you this one last time. Anybody who goes against me, you're going to lose. You understand that? Anybody who goes against me, you got.
I sort of am, except my only interest is in the original series. That's it. That's where it stops. My brother, however, is into all of it. And when I say all of the Star Trek stuff, I mean all of it.
That you're going against. Karma is coming immediately. And I mean serious karma, not play karma. Okay? I'm talking life-changing karma. That's the kind of karma that I am.
That's the kind of karma that you're experiencing in the original series, I will say, is the most perfectly casted television show perhaps ever.
Walking life-changing karma. You play around if you want. All of you. Straight up. Play with me if you want. Feel that? And that's my demeanor and who I am. That's how I came online, and that's my energy. And I'm going to go back to me. I don't care if likes it. Feel me, son? So like I said, all that fake stuff, mess me with it, right? Keep on doing what y'all do, because all y'all do is falsely judge and worry about other people's business when you should be minding yours, and you should get on and do what you need to do. Right? But like I said, they're all slaves in a matrix, and they ain't got nothing going for them. No, I stand up to this matrix. The dark matrix couldn't feed me and couldn't put me.
I wasn't into Star Trek until the late 90s, and what actually got me were the first solo albums from William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy, and it's the absolute truth. I find bad music very funny, and believe me, you got plenty with those two records. But they worked. They worked like 40, 45 years later. They worked. Why did they put those records out? They were promotional tools. Well, you know, he can't really sing or do much of anything on record, but we'll go ahead and put it out because his fans will buy it, and fans of the show will buy it, and they did. And 45 years later, damned if it didn't work
Me
again.
in my place, it couldn't make me bow. I've been through everything, and it couldn't break me. You know why? Because even though I am physically at that point, right? Because of what they did behind my back as cowards, they couldn't even face me and do it, right? They can't break me mentally, spiritually, or emotionally, or in my mind, in my heart, because I got God with me. And I won't give up on myself, and I won't give up on God. I refuse. So, like I said, I can't.
Yeah, William Shatner reciting Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds will always be high comedy to me. I mean, picture yourself on a boat, on a river, with tangerine trees and marmalade sky.
Can't lose, man, because people are always gonna listen to what I have to say. They will remember my name always, and like Achilles told that kid, no one will remember your name. You feel me? I'm not concerned, man, with what people say, bro. People can run their mouth, but he did.
Indeed, he ate all the scenery, and all that was left was a ham.
But listen, I ain't driving around working a 9 to 5 as a slave. You are. Worry about you. Got that, home slice? And I mean it 100%.
No, he's winding down.
Every word out of my mouth, and I stand on it. But to anyone. Feel me? So, like I said, I'm going to get going right now. And like I said, I'm busy. I got stuff to do. I'm running a whole business here that's going to make millions of dollars. Everything I do, we're going to get more opportunities out of this, more cash. The $1,000 bonus, of course, I would never argue with anyone. We all know that it's real. I'm probably going to end up getting it. And like I said, other than that, if people were real and they want to support me, they would have already come to talk here. So I'll continue to try to drop links so that people can click it and talk. I mean, there's no excuse. People
will just stop with the whole drop the link so you can click and talk. Nobody talked. Everybody's scared of me.
do what I tell them to do when I tell them. You should have come and talked here a long time ago. So that's it. All right. Bye. We'll talk later. Easy. More money.
And that is the end of my point of view as the only reality here on Negative 43. And with that, that's all that I have for you on this Saturday Madness. It's been a long day here on Negative 43 TV, and it may get longer, but not here. It may get longer when Sticky TT6 gets on, and that could very well happen later this evening. So if you are subscribed to him, you'll get the notice. And if you're not subscribed to him, what in the actual hell is wrong with you? Programming notes before we get out of here. I don't know. I'm thinking about doing a marathon on Valentine's Day. There will be more of that, more information on that. I may do something tomorrow opposite the Super Bowl because I don't watch it. I think there's a whole lot of people here that don't watch the Super Bowl, and we may need something to do. So keep an eye on Sneedville Now magazine for more details on that. And the community wall has it's been renamed to just posts. Much easier and everything. And yes, he is going live tonight. So if you haven't had enough Diary Sneeden, really, who can get enough of this sort of madness? You're going to want to keep an eye out for Sticky TT6 later on this evening. I'm not watching it, says red screen. That's why I'm a double, so others could enjoy it. Yep, that's a good thing to do. Yeah, everything's got to end at some time, as you know. Well, don't be pissed. I got to spend some time with Mrs. Baritone. I know you're not actually upset. So it's been a heck of a day. It has been a heck of a day. 3 different shows here on Negative 43 TV. And boy, let me tell you, I'm beat. Great party, but unfortunately, it's time to bring up the house lights and go home. And with this, Negative 43 TV ends another broadcast day. I'm Rich Baritone, and until the next time, I'll talk to ya.
slept the surly bonds of earth, and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed, and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds, and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled, and soared, and swung, high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along, and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, when never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand, and touched the face of God.